I'd like to take this time to apologize. Absolutely nobody.
Let's go. World's Most Dangerous Podcast. BOP's in the building. What's good?
What's going bar for bar?
Shouts out to the fans, man.
Let's get it.
What's good?
Hondo up in this piece.
F to the R to the S to the H to the O to the U to the T. That fresh out.
What's up?
We up in the building today.
Y'all know what time it is.
Hey man, it's time to wake up the neighbors, man. J Camp's favorite part of the show. What's going down with your cuz? Man, J Camp's in the building, fresh out, man. Bebo P,
Right.
J Camp, man. Saturday night, you know where it goes down. Hip hop busy. J Camp was goody, man.
What's cracking lacking with you people?
Man, come on, man.
Besides being black,
Man, let's see you with that Grizzly
You know.
shirt on, man. What's goody, man? I see you. Bebo P
Man.
was goody, man. Got the bedroom bully in the building was goody, man. Bebo P was going down, man.
Hey, man, we're just glad to
That
be
black
rocking.
Phil Collins in the building, you know what I'm saying? Ladies,
that
hey,
black
man.
Joe Clark.
Yeah,
All you
man.
gotta do is just stay black and die. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man. Hey, we
trying to
got a
feel it in
dope
the
show,
air
man.
tonight. Yeah,
Dog,
what's
come
good?
on.
That
dog.
one was
Pause,
good.
dog.
Already.
in here, man.
7 Hundo.
The
Q
human
here,
encyclopedia, the human Google,
Right,
hip hop Google.
Right. Q Smooth.
Q
What up,
Smooth,
though?
what up, though?
What up? What's up? Y'all
Yeah,
hit that
man.
like and
Hey.
subscribe button for the World's Most Dangerous Podcast. Rap City, know the basement. MK watching from Zambia. Shout out to
Hey, man,
Zambia and
salute.
Africa.
Hey, man.
Salute to
You know how it goes
Zambia.
down.
Salute to
Oh,
Zambia.
hold up, man.
I know what's going down with that.
Mama!
Mama!
She's in the building early, man. What's going on? Mama Bear's in
Mama.
here, of course, man. Q, we doing good, man. Salute,
Good.
man.
How about
Everybody's
yourself?
in here early,
Salute
man.
to the artwork too, Mama Bear.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They was fly, man. You know how it goes down,
You
man.
know.
I like that one she
Fly
had with the
business.
cake symbol.
Facts.
Pyre
facts.
saying
It keeps
Tory
cake.
denied again. Yep. Come on,
Yep.
man. Young in the building.
You know how it is, Power.
Hey man, as
know
everybody's
what's going
rolling in
down
here,
with
man,
the
Saturday
old
night,
tour.
man, this is where you come to for the hip hop, man. J Camp, Bebo
Yes,
P,
sir.
of course, man. They're gonna hold it down tonight, man. But
Welcome
gotta
to
start off,
the
man.
chat. Welcome in the chat. We appreciate y'all for rocking with us. Hit, like I said,
No
hit
doubt.
like, subscribe if you haven't.
Please.
You ain't gotta wipe your
Please
feet. You know what I'm saying? Just go in the back and get your
Wow.
soda.
go in the back and get your soda pop. Hey man, this is the thing, man. As everybody's coming in here, pause.
Pause.
Man.
Already coming out the gate. Coming out the gate with it.
Hit the like button, cause we going in today.
That
This is
Zion Williamson.
this is the thing too, man. This is more like a J Camp brotherly situation. This is not to this young cat, man. Again, this dude's 22 years old, so we kind of got to go easy on the young boy. But if you don't know what's going on, first of all, there's a lot of simping going on right now. A lot of simping.
A lot of Chris
DJ
Simpleton.
Akademiks is over here wilding. Zion's over here with the love triangle and bull. You had Jordan Poole $500,000 on a date.
With Ice Spice.
Derek Jackson, they just took his crown and broke it, dog. This nano snap. Hold up. Oh, hold up. There you
Wrong
go.
snap.
Then,
I was waiting on it.
Oh, man.
but this is the thing, man.
Fumble.
If you don't know what's going on with Zion, man, let me play this real quick. Fair use, my Nick.
Zion Williamson drama is insane. So Zion Williamson announced with the mother of his child in a very
Never
Shout
that
out
Flight
C-
Mike though.
Yeah, shout out to C. Ray down there.
wholesome
Get
video
outta here for that Flight
he's
Mike.
expecting to have a daughter.
Shout
And
out
this
Flight
was all
Mike, too.
nice and cute and all until an adult film
No.
star by the name of Mariah Mills sent out multiple tweets calling out Williamson. The first tweet saying, "You sound stupid. This was literally my man, and I never once looked for clout from anyone. I was loyal to you, and you got a thought preggers." It gets even crazier. "I know what comes with being a basketball player, girl. I know there will be other women, but didn't expect you to get these hoes pregnant at Zion Williamson. This is my favorite tweet of all. I motivated you to get back in shape. I let you me all times of ways. Ultimately, guys, I think this is all cap. I think this is just an adult film star trying to get more clout for her website. It's probably the most popular form of advertisement for these women.
First of all, the chick that homie got prego is like Bootsy's old stripper side chick. Hold on, play this real quick. Like, so they had a gender reveal, came out of nowhere. Nobody even knew the dude had somebody prego. I mean, don't get me wrong, he's super excited about the bull and all that. But Jay Kemp, what the heck is going on, man? Because then another third chick came out wilding. Then the actress mattress came out, said a whole bunch of tweets wilding, talking about you did this and that. Stephen A's going hard in the paint with him. She's got receipts of him like sending her money grams for $10,000. Pull out the money, Bebo. Actually, man, you might have to hold the money.
No, we don't.
Now
we don't do
again,
that
this
over
dude
here.
makes $38 million a year. So people are like, hey man, this ain't nothing, man. He's tricking. But again, we understand that this kind of behavior, J. Kemp, this is the reason why most athletes are broke within 5 years of them retiring.
Yep.
Even with a contract like his. And also, let's be clear, this dude is not. He ain't running. He only played 29 games. We need your needs, bro. And you over here like
Smash.
clapping in bull. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. This may be why he ain't playing. J. Kemp, Bebo P in the chat. We got to school our young OG, man. What's going on? J. Kemp, help him out. What's going down?
Like if I put my like GM hat on, if I put my basketball hat on, I'm looking at this cat as the cornerstone of my franchise.
Fact. Number one pick.
You know, we all expect our leaders to make quality decisions in life, right? Because you got to lead a whole squad. So there's a bunch of cats looking at you. That's why we also had to go ahead and give the other South Carolina cat the same haze. You know what I'm saying? Old John Morant. Different situation, but again, bad leadership quality. So again, putting that basketball hat on as a GM. I'm paying this guy $38 million. He ain't playing for me. You know what I'm saying? He set out the whole year, and I found out that he's doing like this type of foolishness. Like if you ain't getting your body together, but you doing this, we got to have a different type of conversation.
Facts.
Now, when I go back to that like big brother talk, I'm like, Zion, bro, you got to protect your assets at all costs. You know what I'm saying? Iceberg just said it eloquently. This is how cats go broke real quick. There's plenty of guys who should be shining examples. You got Jason Kidd. Ain't Jason Kidd paying like 10 milli a year or more?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like
with that big head kid.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Your decisions with your other leg, man, can hurt you down the road, like big time.
Fact.
And yes, you a young cat. We all make mistakes, but you can't make these type of mistakes though, man. Especially again when you a cornerstone. Right. You know what I'm saying? You a cornerstone of a franchise. And you're the face of that same franchise. Really, you could be one of the faces of the league if you was actually playing.
Yeah.
But when you're not playing and you're doing this again, as a big brother, man, as somebody who would just pull you to the side, like, bro, we got to cut this out, man. Like, whatever type of 45 checks that you can pretty much cash at this time, like, hey, man, just go ahead and break that one off and get your life together, because if you try to keep this lingering, you're gonna be like Spready Gibbs at the same time. And there's no disrespect to Spready. I'm just saying, like, that's the path that you're following, because you playing with people who are paper chasing themselves, and they don't mind exposing you. They have nothing to lose. This shorty has nothing to lose. You have everything to lose.
Say that again for the people in the back. They got what?
Shorty has nothing to lose, but he has everything to lose. She has everything to gain. He has everything to lose.
Again, the dude's making $40 million a year. That's just basketball money. He's got another $100 million Jordan situation.
He does.
First of all, look at the pic. Let's be clear. Let me turn this music off. Look at the pic of this dude in that circle. Look at him smiling, and look at Shorty's face.
Exactly.
She's like, I got the bag.
But I got the bag. I got him.
Look at her face. Now, let's be clear. She was on a couple podcasts twerking and boo.
It almost makes you question too, Iceberg, like what we have to look for as far as like the cast who's representing not only the culture, but you representing youth too by being the faces of the league. You being you the faces of a sport that has a blowtorch, and the number 1 pick and the number 2 pick in the same draft are on that buffoonery. That's why we gonna. That's why we're gonna see all these foreign dudes be the face, because people on our soil can't handle themselves, and they're doing stuff like this, man. It's unfortunate, man, but I don't know who was in Zion's corner, but somebody need to pull that dude to the side, man. Like, look, whatever check you can cut at this point in time to make all this go away, do it. You know what I'm saying? Do it. ASAP, just so you can get it, so you can get the train back on the track. Because right now it's derailed.
Well, and this is the thing too. This weekend, they try to do some kind of press release to try to stop the bleeding, dog.
Yeah, they tried.
And then, so the stepfather was like, "Oh yeah, just so you know, you can't believe everything you read in the paper. Get your ass out of here, old timer." And this is why, to me, he never got any game from the stepfather. He may have got some basketball game, but not the broad game. So your mama's over here cuddling you and hugging you, but you're not getting no game from anybody, man. Especially your stepfather and your pops.
Hit that ding too. Hit that ding too for that tidbit. Man.
So Darren Harris, before you go in, B-Bo, Darren Harris is saying, "I'm from the Carolinas. First Ja, now Zion."
These two
now we took an L in 23.
Man.
The next CBA meeting, if these dudes don't suit up, they ain't getting the bread.
And that's what my point.
Darren Harris
with Ja as well, is that these dudes is fumbling the bag for other cats who's coming up behind them, and you're gonna end up seeing the Giannis, the Jokers, all these dudes who's not from this soil, who's not 10 toes down here.
Come on,
they gonna be the ones who's gonna be representing what we had at first, but now it's gonna be gone because these dudes can't. They got grease on their palms. They keep fumbling. They keep fumbling, man. They had it in the palm of their hands, man. They had it because those two dudes from the Carolinas, man, from South Carolina, they had it in the palm of their hand, man. It just
they did.
Facts.
They
fumbled, bro.
I gotta say, man, as far as DJ Act, that is an embarrassment situation as well as your Jordan Pooles, but this Zion Williamson is a total embarrassment of epic proportions, man. I mean, you got to think about it, man. This dude Zion, he came from Duke with arguably the same amount of hype as LeBron James did when he was coming up.
You know what I'm saying?
Year one, then
very close,
if not similar or the same. Close.
He had the hype from the media, you know. Right, maybe not the skill set.
There you go. Right. And I'm about to get to that because year one, he played only 24 games. Zion did. Year two, Year two,
go ahead, B-Bo.
Year two, he scaled up his gameplay and ended up playing 61 games. But,
salute to Charlotte, there.
Salute to Charlotte,
the Queen City.
Peace to Charlotte. Year three, which was the last year, he played only, as you said, Iceberg, I believe you said he played 29 games. And Real quick, I'll run through his stats. His average is 26 points per game, 61% shooting from the field.
Crazy. Crazy efficient, man.
71% from the free throw line, 7 rebounds, 4.6 assists, 1.1 steals, and 7.6 blocks. So the potential is there, especially if he aligns himself with you brothers can cite him better, maybe, but like your Brandon Ingrams and such. Just imagine him healthy. And the criticism when he first came in the game was what? His weight. You know what I'm saying? The weight management. And then, but he
came out them Paul George shoes.
Right. He's got that torque, though. He's got that torque. But I mean, real quick, since his rehab, because I know he got injured, he went through a rehab. But here's the point I'm getting at. He said he's fully recovered, basically physically, but he's not mentally in the right place. This was 2 days before the controversy that we're talking about. Now, as an NBA player or as a professional sports player, you're supposed to be in that mental space, to exercise the best game. Absolutely.
Damn.
So this is just a bad situation, man, because this controversy is being talked about more than anything basketball related in comparison to Zion Williamson. Darren said he was better off dealing with this. Oh, wow. Then he said, just kidding, ladies. Wow.
Nah, he's
first one of the night.
He's not really being disrespectful with that because, I mean, at the end of the day, the ones he's dealing with now have zero loyalty factor.
Facts.
And again, her intent was to do this. Just you the worst too, Iceberg, for them cheeks in the background.
Man, like we can't see him too.
I'm really just now seeing that.
Like we wouldn't catch that.
I'm really just now seeing them cheeks all in the background, bro.
Nah, that's the whole lineup, cuz.
Oily
right,
cheeks.
Right below him too. Right below him too.
Oily cheeks.
Snow bunny joints.
But yeah, man. I mean, Zion again, #1 pick, bro.
Right.
With the league and the nation at the palm of his hands, bro. He could have been like a Vic. He could have been like a Lamar Jackson, man. Like that's why I respect cats like Lamar Jackson, man, who's not fumbling the bag and he's representing himself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He's not doing this foolishness.
And this is the thing, man. You got to give these kind of top tier players and athletes props because again, they are pretty much walking targets when they get out here. And to basically be able to maneuver through these situations, because a lot of cats is still getting in there. But they signing them NDAs. They doing a thing to kind of, keep. First of all, let's be clear. This is where your mans come in. He brings the girls over. He basically does all the community. He takes the L. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to give y'all any game or nothing like that. But this is what you do when you're on that level. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, we're not. We're Christians. So, but the whole thing is when you have $38 million, you have to understand the game. And so if you want to dibble and dabble in this kind of situation, there's parameters that you have to put in place so you can protect your brand. Let's be clear. I used to hang around Peyton Manning a lot in Indianapolis. I ain't gonna tell his business, but there's a reason why he lost that second Super Bowl. He had a Tiger Woods situation going on. But the whole situation that goes down to he made sure, dude, he has a hospital. So you can't be doing stuff like this, man. You're gonna the first thing you're seeing right now on this screen is New Orleans Pelicans and Zatarans, the brand. Mm-hmm. So they don't want to be caught up in this crap. You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
Right.
So again, before we get up out of here on this situation, man, do they re-sign Zion? Because again, we know you're not committed because they already put fat clauses in your contract because you're not committed. Come on, man.
I think
so. They had to put these clauses in there to make you even stop eating.
Absolutely, Iceberg. I think New Orleans is in a sticky situation. They're a small market team, so they're kind of tied to it, similar to Memphis. Like you're hamstrung because you let a dude like Zion walk, then the Clippers or the Warriors, like one of these rich owners who got their bread, gonna scoop him.
Fact.
And then he's gonna become a star at some other franchise, and then they're gonna take the credit for rehabbing a Zion.
Yep.
So New Orleans has no choice, man. I mean, they in bed with that situation because they got to sell tickets too. And let's be clear.
But how can you sell tickets to somebody who's over here busting cheeks and bull? The BBL Thaddeus swag team.
You get him on the court. You know what I'm saying? You get him on the court because, I mean, let's be honest, man. They were saying the same thing about Bean when he went through that situation in Colorado. They were trying to cancel him. They were trying to cancel. You can't cancel talent.
Go in, J Camp. That's why he come to fresh out.
Bean dropped him 81, and people forgot all about it.
Yep.
So Zion can do the same exact thing.
Would this be an issue if he was actually doing his thing, J Camp? Would this be an issue?
No, it wouldn't be.
I think so.
I mean,
I think so.
Would it be as big though? Pause.
It wouldn't be as big. Like to Bebo P's point, it would be an issue, but I don't think it would be as big.
Okay.
Antoine,
in my personal opinion.
It was good, Antoine.
Because again, Zion is floating under the microscope somewhat because of the market that he's in. Even though he's in the social media era, he's still floating under the microscope. I mean, under the radar a little bit. Even though he's in the social media, like this was Black Twitter who pulled this out the bag. But
he's the one that put out the gender reveal video. He did it to himself.
He did, but that's when people start doing the homework, though. I mean, come on, you know how Black Twitter is.
The Iceberg Holmes swag. Okay,
they went Iceberg Holmes with it.
Yeah, elementary, my dear.
God damn it, J Camp. They got all them cheeks. Darren Harris saying the legs are working fine if he sleep with a porn star.
Hey, facts, Darren. That's what I'm saying.
The third one.
If I'm the GM,
that third leg.
If I'm the GM of New Orleans, like we have a serious conversation.
Ooh, hey, hold on, J Camp. Before you go in though, what's worse, the guns or the buns? Is it Ja Morant with the problem with the guns, or is it worse with Zion with the buns?
Ja, because Ja actually broke like league policy. I mean, he went to the commissioner. Like Zion ain't done none of that. Zion just made a error in judgment, but Ja actually broke some league rules and team rules. That's completely different.
Facts.
That's completely different.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? So Zion just got to like take the L, get back on the court. He needs to get back on the court, just like we talk about people getting back in the booth. Like when we talked about Travis Scott and the other people having like major issues. Like, look, man, you need to get back to the craft. So whatever Zion needs to do to get back on the court, people are going to forget about this because Zion is still one of the best players in the league. Period. In a discussion.
I agree.
You just need to ball out, man. But this is definitely an L. It is what it is, man. But the good thing about Zion and Ja both, these dudes are still young enough to recover. It's not like they're 34, 35 years old going through this. That's different because they be done if that's the case. Just think of Carmelo Anthony did that. They tried to cancel him early. Think if he did that, to Lala.
Man, Zion needs to get his Uriah the Hittite going on, you know, that husband of Bathsheba, you know, because she had that affair with King David.
She was looking good in that shower though. He had to hit it, cuz. That's you know, hey man, you had to hit it, cuz.
Yep. And got her preggo, and she tried to conceal it by having the husband sleep with her when he came back from battle, but he was like, basically,
open your Bibles up.
right. And he was like, no, I gotta stay focused, which is what Power 7 Hundo and J Camp Iceberg is saying. I gotta stay focused, and this is his wife, not a thought. Well, she was thought with King David, but this is his wife, and he's saying, nah, I gotta stay focused for the next mission, the next battle. Shout out to Queen Anna. What's up? What's good? But that just goes to show, man, like you brothers are saying, he's got to get his head back in the game and stay there. And he needs to protect himself in a couple ways, which Iceberg mentioned. One, legally, get those non-disclosure agreements cracking if you're going to continue to engage in that extracurricular activity. You know,
sign on the contract. You mess with me, you sign the contract.
Hold on. Get that zaddy lawyer. Exactly.
Or you just got to do a Paul George and just go all the way in.
And
just
you
go
got
ahead, just get a prego in the strip club
Yeah,
with Tootsies.
you know,
Go ahead, get it. Go upstairs and Tootsies, dog, and go ahead and
them
get it, dog.
Tootsies.
You know what I'm saying?
The Tootsies.
Hey,
Pop
man,
off,
you know,
do
I've
it.
been in
Slipped up.
Tootsies. You know
We
what I'm
got-
saying? I've
He
been
slipped up in Miami.
They got to stop
Yeah.
proving Brittany Renner correct as well, because remember when she said in so many words, you know, she said something about athletes being not
the
so
dumbest
smart
people,
because,
hey man,
because
they'll
they
smash
keep
without the
impregnating.
condom.
Yes,
Salute to PJ though. At least PJ threw his 2 up though.
Yeah, facts, man. Yeah, he threw the
Yeah.
deuce up. You know what I'm
He
saying?
did, but you know, at the end of
It
the
was
day,
too late, but he
Hey
still
man,
threw the
hey,
deuce up.
Carmen, we
board.
know about the
So,
tootsies, cuz you know
gotta
what I'm saying?
protect
Go
yourself
upstairs,
with
go ahead,
the,
get you have a good time. Here's $20. Here's $20.
Stop
Have a
it.
good time, man.
Never to have $20.
Yeah, you got to protect yourself sexually too.
Facts, Bebo. Facts. Y'all spitting game, man. Come on. But again, that's the other thing too, man. Like, again, this is why you come to Fresh Out. Jay can't be what P gonna give you out of the game. Again, I wish somebody would take these broken wings and put their arm around little homie, dog, and just say, look, man, this is how you maneuver the game, this is how you move. Honestly, man, you probably need to get a couple non-ethnic guys around you.
Man,
So
where's
they can basically
CJ
teach
at
you the
though,
game.
man? CJ's supposed to be
Yeah.
the vet in that locker room, man. He's
But this
supposed to
thing, and
pull
I
Zion
guarantee
to the
you,
side.
a lot of cats are reaching out to him right now, man, giving him some game, telling him what to do. But I wish they would have done that a little earlier, because
Yeah.
again, man, we need this is the thing too, man. Let's be clear. Let me turn this music off. When a $38 million black man gets a 30-year-old stripper prego, you devalue the whole situation, my G. You know what I'm saying? You make it hard for us out here. Again,
You do.
we have Jordan Poole getting that $104 million deal. He's over here throwing bread like it's like water.
$500K
over the
on a
ice
meal
spice and bull.
for some
Over a
cheeks.
meal? Over the cheeks and bull? I mean, y'all just hurting the game, man. And then, of course, we got
That's why
our guy
Cam put him
Academics.
on blast for that.
Facts.
Salute
And
to
honestly,
Cam
man,
for that, too.
after that Cam situation, he never played right again, man, that whole series. I honestly salute to Cam for that win for the Lakers, man. Salute. But Academics had the same situation too, man. He had a problem going on with the simping too. Again, the ex-girlfriend was actually in his house when he was going live, making that money for the fam, and she turns his internet off. Hold up, let me play this book.
All right, man. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm gonna just keep it a bean with y'all, man. I ain't finna stay in here while this. I can't tell if it's the internet. I can't tell if she doing it or something like that. But I'm gonna keep it a bean. Like, if she in here trying to do some wild shit, nigga. Really, I'm already like, I got a lawyer getting an eviction notice because she won't leave. But nigga, I'm definitely finna call the cops, nigga. So yo, chat. I'm gonna just get off of here. I'm gonna just video myself, protect myself. I don't know what she on, bro. Like, I ain't about to sit here and argue with bitches all day, bro. Like, if your mama watching this, come get your daughter, man. Like, tell your daughter to come leave my crib, bro. Like, my nigga, I gotta get an eviction lawyer for your daughter, man. Your daughter over here trying to, like, terrorize me, nigga. And I legally can't do nothing because when the cops came here, the cops literally said they can't do nothing until I evict her. So, my nigga, I'm gonna just get off of this shit, bro. I'm gonna just do what I gotta do, bro. But I ain't about to sit here like, yo, her mama watching. They all watching like this is like some entertainment shit. This is not entertainment. Feel me? I'm a dude. So, like, this bitch trying to
Why are
just,
you
like,
blocking this, G?
No, wait. I thought we.
This is ex-girl. This is his ex-girlfriend. Remember, in this little bubble over here, he said he was the prize. He got rid of Shorty, brought her back in. You know how men do. But again, this is why you watch the podcast, man, over here with Fresh Out. We're going to give you out the game, not on just hip-hop, but on life as a black man and multicultural women and men. You know, come over here and get the game because, again, we're trying to build families, man. And so this kind of mindset goes totally against it. I got love for Act, you know what I'm saying, as far as his business acumen, you know what I'm saying, and whatnot. But as far as him dealing with women, it's not been the same. And let's be clear, nobody's even talking about this bull because nobody wants to get sued. You know what I'm saying? This is just facts that we talking about over here. There ain't no gossip over here, man. Again, the game, this person is messing up your money, your business, the way you provide for the fam. And again, we just saw what happened to Travis Rudolph, man, where going through your phone, a woman who's married, who's not telling you the truth, gets mad because you're not telling her certain stuff that she wants to know. And next thing you know, somebody dies over this stuff, man. So again, what's you guys' final thoughts on this thing? Because this simping can turn into some bad situations, man, and doesn't go towards the family mindset that we have going on with our platform. So again, BOP, what's your final thoughts, man, on just this intervention that we having with DJ Act, Zion situation, but also just young men who kind of didn't get the game that we did when we were growing up.
As I've said before on this platform, getting caught up period in simping and being a beta, it has a tendency to lead to erroneous behavior. Biggest simp of the world last year was who? Will Smith. I mean, he's been one, but we saw what happened there. You know what I'm saying? Behavior wise. So the thing is, though, whether you are a professional athlete or entertainer, it's important to understand that your biggest currency isn't just the money. Your biggest currency, arguably, is your credibility and your image.
Facts.
So you have a fiduciary responsibility to make sure that you comport yourself in such a way that you're not compromising things, not only for yourself, but for the people who's paying to watch you exercise your God-given talents. Again, it's not just about you out there on the field, out there on the court, out there on YouTube or whatnot. You got people who's pouring into you, so you got to do what's best for not only you, but you got to do what's best for the people as a whole. We say all the time here at Fresh Shout, hey, there is no Fresh Shout without you guys, and we understand that every single minute of every single day. And we just need for them, to understand that same mindset and mentality, because there's a lot of people that's counting on folks like your John Morant's, your Zion Williamson, your Jordan Pooles, and I don't know about DJ Act, but just a lot of people that's counting on people who follows you no matter who you are. So we wish the best for Zion Williamson. We just hope he gets focused and overall congratulations on the coming baby.
Good luck with that. But again, shout out to our guy over here, Jay, man, watching from Southwest France.
Yeah,
man.
Jean-Francois.
That's Jean-Francois, man, holding down the course, man. Hold on, man.
Well, if it ain't Reverend Dr.
Professor Reverend. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? He's in the building, man. Jay Silverthorne, man, always holding it down, man. This is the thing, man. I talked to Jay about this. We've been going back and forth on the Zion joint, man. Again, Jay, man, is Chi-Town all day. This is just a bad look, my G. You know what I'm saying? But again, like he's saying, Law 5, guard your reputation. Facts.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
That's the biggest thing that you got, man. And that's honestly all you have. So again, we wish the best for Zion. I hope they can clean this up real quick, man.
Yeah.
Carmen saying facts, Bebo, man. Come on.
Oh, all day. Appreciate that. And for those who don't know, the fifth law that comes from the book, The 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene.
Facts. Dog, come on, man.
Congregation in the building. Well, now.
Come on now. Madden's basically been going in too, man. He's saying Zion has taken over the Simp of the Year trophy after 3-year champ Will Smith.
Man, he did.
Come on, man.
For the data
facts, man.
He is the
and
Simp
salute to Hip Hop Show with No Name. He was saying Charles Barkley swag, but also, saying, remember Charles Barkley was saying, I'm not a role model. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Gotcha.
Barkley did say that. He did say them joints.
Facts. Hey, Jay saying, I'm listening. Very true. He's saying facts too,
all
man.
Day, Jean-Francois.
True talking, bro. Salute, man.
All
you know
day.
what I'm saying?
All
Much
day.
love over there.
All day. Hey, also real quick, go ahead.
Twister's Jay Silverthorne saying Twister had the same thing and got Pinky pregnant. I didn't know that, dog. Hold up.
Man.
I didn't know that he got Pinky pregnant.
Me neither.
Woo!
When you reach a certain level, you just have to understand who you can and can't affiliate yourself with in certain regards. Emphasis on in certain regards. And these situations serve as clear-cut examples of that.
Well, like I said, Jay Camp, man, what's your final thoughts on the Zion theme? Because again, man, I think you did the Big Brother situation last week with Justin Combs, man. So it made me look at this situation in the same way you did. What's your final thoughts on this situation with Zion and all the other young cats with a lot of bread and they're young too? Especially with this the NIL. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have a lot of more 18-year-old, 17-year-old cats making money.
And being targeted by them thotty yachties. But My thing is, man, for Zion, you know, just like I said for Ja, man, like these dudes really are the face of what we can become as far as like younger cats following their shoes. I mean, because you see what type of bag that Ja has fumbled, and it seems like Zion is going down that same path. And it's like, guys, man, you guys is trailblazing for the younger cats. So the more you get, because other cats have trailblazed for you. So if you fumble this, man, you gonna make it harder, man, for the next cats following behind you, man. So,
Yeah, show you right, J Camp. Show you right.
Fact.
you know, the endorsements, man, is what it is, man. But that's my hope, man, that these dudes just learn from it, man, and hopefully their circle can keep them on the straight and narrow. But again, the good thing is these dudes are young, so they got plenty of time to recover and kind of, you know, recourse. You know what I'm saying? Take a better course.
Yeah.
So, you know,
unfortunately, plenty of opportunities aren't promised down the road if this type of behavior pops
they
up.
They aren't. But at least Zion ain't
they do have a
no
chance.
pistols out. He ain't pulling no pistols.
Well,
out, you know
he pulled out a pistol. It just was.
He did. He
shot the club. He definitely shot the club up.
He shot the club up. He shot the club
up. You know what I mean?
But
on that one, I gotta.
But at least he didn't do nothing illegal. Let's just say that.
Right.
Well, this is the thing, man. Like, let's be clear, man. When we saw Shorty's face in that picture, man, that's an 18-year contract that I didn't think he was going to sign. But again, man, this is the way you lose generational wealth very fast, man.
Say that.
Say it again. Say it again, actually, man.
This is the way you lose generational wealth, man. Again, we grew up seeing a lot of our heroes, man, our athletes, man, that we looked up to, man, lose a lot of stuff, man, doing silly stuff. So again,
doing silly stuff, bro.
I hope, and I know, man, a lot of cats, man, and I guarantee you, he got a call from LeBron. I guarantee you, he got a call from LeBron, man. Because LeBron's one of them dudes that say, hey, man, let me show you the game. You know what I'm saying? And you know, let me get you over the clutch, too. You know what I'm saying? So let me help you out. But the other thing, too, man, we want to know, Silverthorne, was it Pinky Prime or Pinky Big? When Twister shot the club.
Hopefully one Pinky Big.
Yeah, Pinky Big. Pinky Prime was different. Caleb's in the building. Salute Caleb. What's going on?
Caleb, what up? What up?
Antoine came through. Carmen's in the building, man. Yeah. Carmen saying Ja seems to be self-sabotaging hard.
He's definitely self-sabotaging.
Oh yeah. It was just
a toy gun.
Absolutely.
Get your that makes your street cred even worse. Get out of here. Yeah, man, hit the like button, man. Support Fresh Out, man. You know how we do. Salute. Fab D came in the building too, man. Laker Nation, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man.
Fab D,
shout
what
out
up?
to Fab D, man.
We still need some beats, Fab D,
we need
man.
some beats too. I'm redoing the intro. I need a beat.
We need an intro beat.
Yeah, I just wish they had better people in their corner. Fact, and I think they'll get it. But a lot of times, man, these young dudes, you can't tell them nothing. Just like when the OG females try to tell the young ones about what's going on. And let's be clear, Justin Jones, man, show sponsor right now. We appreciate you so much, man.
Thank you, Justin, man.
Holla, man. He's saying, man, you gotta get these Dodgers sign that NDA. Hey,
get him to sign that NDA in the NBA, baby.
Girl, you better sign.
Justin,
sign in on that contract. God damn.
These spotty oddies have nothing to lose, and then they can promote their OnlyFans.
Facts. And this is the thing. I guarantee you, the mattress actress that was basically saying Ja was doing X, Y, and Z, I guarantee her numbers went up. Guarantee.
Oh yeah.
You know
Let's be clear. Hip hop show with no name. It shows weakness in your armor. Facts. I agree.
Big fact.
Right.
Big fact.
Jay Silverthorne saying if money came with wisdom, they be cool. But again, let's be clear. A fool and his money will soon part. Let's understand that, man. A fool and his money will soon part.
Yep.
So let's be clear. But this is the thing, man. Speaking about money, we gotta talk about J. Kim's uncle, drunk uncle.
I'm older than him. Stop
Buffalo Billy, dog. You know what I'm saying? Buffalo Ricky, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Stop it.
This is the thing, man. He basically was stunting this week, man, on social media. Social media basically is the new metaverse, man. Like nothing else matters,
really
man.
is.
It's metaverse. So he basically goes in, man, wearing a J Camp outfit too. He's looking fly. He ain't rocking like J Camp though.
Stop.
But he comes in, man, talking about he bought a private jet. Talking about it's worth $5 million.
Stop the cap.
Let's be clear.
Million or billion?
He said $5 billion. Now let's be clear. It's a G550. That's 15 to 45. We know what's going on. Stop the cap. Pull out the money, B-Bo.
Oh, man.
Shout out to XO, Flex XO, man. Like I still got my private jet flyer, man. Let's be clear. We know what's going on. You can't play us though.
There you
know
go,
what I'm saying?
Iceberg. There you go.
But let's be clear. We're excited for the young G. You know what I'm saying? Took his mom on a flight. But we also understand, man, people like the clout chase, man. Now we also understand that Drake had Air Drake, which was a Boeing 747, a Boeing
that's
joint.
a flex.
That's a flex.
That's a
But
flex.
it was given to him when he basically went on social media a couple years ago and tried to act like he bought it. So, not to pocket watch, man, but do you think this is more of a branding thing with Ross, or do you think he actually spent his own money? What y'all thinking in the chat on this joint, man? Because again, we know how
Great question.
cats like, you know, we know MTV Cribs was basically a flex. You know what I'm saying? None of them people own them cribs besides Redman. Shout out Redman.
Right.
Shout out
But
to
again,
Redman.
and then also we also understand too, and shout out to Scottie Pippen. He bought a plane too, and that's how he pretty much went bankrupt. Because people don't understand, man, aviation and engines are a whole different situation.
Yeah.
Completely different.
So J
ballgame,
Camp, what's
bro.
your thoughts? J Camp BWP in the chat. What's your thoughts on Rick Ross flossing his private jet? First of all, lying.
Stop the cap.
It's not a $5 billion jet, but it is a jet. Salute to him. But what's your thoughts on the flex? Also, is this clout chasing, and is this really more of a branding deal than him just buying it out like it's crazy?
It seems like
Buffalo
more of
Ricky.
it seems like more of a branding deal to me, but I wouldn't be
agree.
surprised if this is like an MMG's name. You know what I'm saying? Like this ain't nothing that he cop. You know. And again, I'm not pocket watching at all, but I can't see someone who we quote unquote believe that is a very smart business person would just go out and purchase this when he can easily cop this off the MMG name and label. This can be a label expense. Because you're talking about paying for the pallet, the fuel, I mean
The maintenance.
maintenance, the storage, all that stuff costs. That's the reason why, you know what I'm saying, you see dudes like the Bezos of the world have this. Because even Drake just ain't copping this. It has to be given to you. Like it takes a different type of bread to have an actual private jet where you can just call your mans, but hey, bro, like, you know, put some gas in her and we dipping like in 2 hours. You know what I'm saying? We going to France. Like that don't happen, man, without having some type of seed money to where you can do that. Because I mean, if it fails, MMG can write that off as like just like
Facts.
a tax write off.
So it don't hit him at all. You know what I'm
It
saying?
don't hit him at all. Like
Yeah,
I can't see, again, not in dude's pocket, but I can't see this, bro. This just seems like a branding move, lightweight flex. You know what I'm
Fat
saying?
Boy Wingstop need a 10 B's. Get that lemon pepper.
Lemon pepper. Maybach
B-Ball, I know
Wingstop.
you like Wingstop, man. Like, did you pay for at least one wheel?
I only been to Wingstop once in my life.
Man.
You don't like the lemon pepper?
No, I just never made it back there is all.
Okay.
Those people
I just
pizza
never-
like somebody on the color purple. All my life.
Oh my life.
I had to get a wing to fight.
Never that Bebo
I had
missing.
to,
No,
I had to get one fried wing.
Let me get one rib. I want one.
I want one.
All my life, yeah.
Right.
But what's your thoughts on Buffalo Ricky though, man? Is it the plan, or you think this is more like we'll end up eventually finding out that this is more of a partnership or NIL kind of vibe? You know what I mean?
I won't be surprised if it's a partnership for the purpose of branding.
Okay.
I mean,
Absolutely.
we see something similar with
feel
I mean, maybe not the exact same, but the purpose of a plane to some business cats, like even like your Grant Cardones, isn't just to flex. I mean, there's a flex
Salute to Grant Cardone.
component, but it's also salute to Grant Cardone, indeed. But you know, there's branding that's involved. There's many other variables that at least they believe that they can benefit from a business perspective in owning a jet. So, like you guys said, I'm not in that man's pocket when it comes to watching his bread, pocket watching, whatever. But Buffalo Ricky overall seems to be doing his thing. When he's not making money by way of doing new music, he's raking in that dough with successful events,
investments,
such as the investments, the recent 2023 car show he had. He's got an upcoming MMG pool party that Meek Mill's supposed to be in attendance of, Wingstop, and probably other investments, like you just said, J Camp, that we do know or maybe don't even know about. So it's not to take away his financial success one bit. But there's probably a little bit more to it in the case of this jet. But who knows? Salute to Rose, man, for that.
Absolutely.
For this 18 seat passenger private plane, though. Regardless.
And let's be clear, man. Fab D's going hard in the paint, man. Let's be clear.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Fab D going in.
He's basically saying, man, like those 550 jets are 62 million, not 5 billion. It's a stretch even with the paint job. But then he's also saying too, man. Steve Ballmer, Elon Musk, man, Jeff B, don't fly with Amazon logos and Tesla logos. It's kind of weird.
No, that's why I said that Billy.
Right.
That's you don't want, like, when you come in, you don't want nobody know you coming in. Man.
Right.
No,
right.
That Billy Beard stretch different. That's why I said this is definitely a MMG endeavor.
And this also goes to show the difference between rich and
some
wealthy.
label underwriting.
Say that again, B-Bo?
This right here on the screen is the difference between rich and wealthy. This on the screen is rich. What Fab D and what we're agreeing with in terms of Fab D's statement is wealth.
And let's be clear, Jay Kent might be right, because I'm seeing the logo on the back of the wing, So he made sure to put. It's just like when you got a car and you trying to write off on your taxes, you got to put that logo somewhere on that joint.
Yeah,
come on, man. We know how to do the write-offs. But Mama Bear saying it's kind of weird. He needed his name written across the joint. Black folks, man. You know how we do, man. We gonna get a Honda and then black out the
Trump
tent.
got his on there.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
right.
Trump got his on there, though.
Can't forget old Trumpington. Right.
Right.
But again, like I said, not knocking the hustle. Salute to Rick Ross, man. He's an inspiration to everybody. But he likes the clout chase too. Salute to Rick Rose.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Salute to Rose.
Also too, man.
A little bit of cloud chasing in there.
Facts. Hey, man, as we do the show tonight, if you want to come up, man, ask Bebo PJ Kemp a question, man, about hip hop, about culture.
All day.
Put the link in the chat. You got to cam up though. If you want to come up and ask a question, man, they here to talk that talk. You know how it goes down.
All day.
Yeah, Pyre saying that pool party with Ebro and Envy's ex. You better stop on 700. Dog. Stop, they got.
With that Randy Savage elbow off the top rope.
Woo!
Power. Coming with it.
Goddamn.
Coming with it.
Should have never gave you ninjas money. You don't know how to act. Yeah, on the couch, man, with your shoes on.
Absolutely.
But I act with this.
Well,
shout out to Zion.
Yeah.
And Ja
Got money.
Hey man, salute, man. Great topic, man. Comments on the topic, man. But again, salute to Rose, man.
Salute.
But this is the thing, man. There's a dope situation going on, man, and we got to talk about our guy, Juvenile. I was looking at something else. Juve. Hey, man. Original hot boy, man. One of our OGs, representative. Now, we just talked about, man, last week where basically they were doing the Essence Fest, man. And to me, J Camp and B.O.P. laced this topic basically what Bebo basically saying that, hey man, this is old media. They don't understand the culture. You have to have Juvenile. You have to have an ambassador of the city, even if it's R&B and snooty cats and black excellence. Juvie is that. Let's be clear, man. He's the E40 of New Orleans. Also, Jay Camp said that as well. You know what I'm saying? Jay Camp said, hey man, he's the Master P. He's the, the baby. You gotta have Juvie.
You gotta have
so now they've done a 180. Now they put him on the lineup. What are y'all guys' thoughts, man, with Essence Fest understanding the new media was right and that they did the 180, put him on there, man. And it's also, let's be clear, that's a check for Juvie. That's a check for Juvenile. Let's go. J. Kent, Bebo P in the chat. What's your thoughts with Essence Fest, Black Excellence, and Aged Beef? Making sure that Juvenile gets a check. You know what I'm saying? Aged Beef with cellos and bass players playing and violin players.
Oh, man.
You know what I'm saying?
HB.
What do you guys think about that, man? With them understanding the culture, getting it right this time?
Well, I don't know if you've seen it, Bebo P, but the I guess I don't want to say the excuse, but the answer that they gave as far as like putting him on the lineup was they tried to say they were saving the best for last type situation.
Shut your ass.
We try to make it a secret. We always got something up our sleeve, like the David Copperfield or something.
That's such a bourgeoisie.
Like they had a rabbit in their hat.
That's such
we know there was some
yeah, we had him there the whole time.
Right.
Gotcha.
Nah, we know there was some straight BS, man. They got called to the carpet on that.
Oh, they did.
Let's be clear. They got called to the mat. Like we already know
by Juvie and the new media.
And let's be clear, it's gonna be popping when they playing like slow motion, high, back that thing up, man. With the marching band type instruments. Come on.
Oh yeah,
exactly.
Power 700's right on with it.
Yeah. Juvie's gonna bring a crowd himself. Juve. You know how it is when you got like that one hip hop artist that's at like the other delegation, like music festival. Like you'll have like an Outkast or you'll have like a De La Soul, but they'll be like the one hip hop group at their music festival.
And they set it off too.
A completely different crowd, man. And they set it off. Yeah. Juvie's gonna bring his own crowd. Plus it's New Orleans. Like the fact that y'all just randomly left him off, like that's disrespectful. It's disrespectful. Now at least
media does best.
At least they had Mia X on there. But I was shocked that even Wayne wasn't like on the show. He would have been like top of the ticket to have Wayne at the Essence Fest. Yeah. But at least, however you got a right or wrong, they did it. Because Juvie needed to be a part of this celebration, man. You celebrating not only New Orleans, but you celebrating hip hop too. It's hip hop 50. You got to have this dude there, especially when you see the hip hop artist that was there, who's not even a part of the New Orleans fabric. It was just like, come on, guys, like we got to be better than this. Like you being tone deaf, not having somebody like Juvie represented. No matter
this is
where
the thing
he
too.
Is today.
Well, you see the hat he's wearing too.
Yep.
Zion ain't gonna come out there and bring out no crowd. So this dude can definitely represent New Orleans the right way. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And again, this is a shining moment, man, to kind of maybe put some of that Zion bad press underneath in the city. Because right now, again, like J. Camp said, that's a small market, man. You want to make sure you're shining down there, man. So I think this Juvie situation going to light up the city, man. He's a beacon of hope, man, for everybody in the city, man, that you can come up and do your thing. And again, Zion ain't doing it.
Exactly.
So why not Juvie? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Bebo P, what you thinking though, man? Because I know you got the gold grills. You might go down there with him. You know what I'm saying?
Let's see what I can do here. Let's see, get this and that. There we go. Might have to suffice that.
No, bro.
Nah, come on, man. That's not that Zaddy goatee.
On fire.
Right. Never that fire.
Right.
Guy just on fire.
Come on, God damn it. What's your thoughts, man, on Juvie though, man?
Come on, Bebo.
Come on, damn it.
He's on fire. Come on.
What's your thoughts, man, with finally getting the shine that he deserved?
Nah, man. Essence only got it right as far as the shine that you're talking about, Iceberg, because they either noticed how much traction that Juvie's self-recorded video received with fans agreeing across the board. New black media such as Fresh Out, and you guys exposing the old school media, the old black media, with their out-of-touch decisions, such as initially not having Juvie as part of the New Orleans Hip Hop 50 lineup, or both. And it just really just goes to show that when we put our minds and
somebody
digital
with the
media
last name
resources to
Witherspoon
it,
probably running it.
when we put our minds and digital media resources to it, man,
Williamson.
the new independent media runs the yard, as well as you guys out there in the audience, not the old school legacy media. Shout out to Juvie though, and yeah, Essence did course correct to have Juvie on there, and that's a good thing to see. So we're definitely looking forward to seeing how that goes, because you already know Juvie, like you brother said, is going. He's gonna turn out on a massively wild crowd that's hype, but we got it right. Juvie got it right. Independent media, as usual, gets it right. Old school media, they're still behind the 8 ball. Nothing surprises.
Well, this ain't Fab D's basically saying I was gonna bash him, but said nah, give him credit for recognizing that they were wrong and correcting, even though after being called out, more people should do that move forward. They fixed it. Facts.
And that just goes to show the importance of advocacy for yourself and your legends who have paved the way. Because facts, if you don't, then we know that Juvie wouldn't have been put on there. So yeah, they get some credit for eventually hearing the voice of the grassroots, but they wouldn't have done so independently by saying, we forgot Juvenile. Darn, wait, let me get my Zaddy nose.
Right.
Oh, shucks. I forgot Juvie like I forgot my gold grill. There we go.
Right.
Well, and this is the thing, man. Shout out to Juvenile, man. Shout out to Cash Money, man.
Absolutely.
No Limit. To me, this represents everybody, man. When you get somebody like Juvie, Wayne, Baby, P, you know what I'm saying? You're still representing our culture and our hip hop.
Could have had Fiend out there, man. It's a lot of cats from the No Limit tank too. They could have had.
I would have had Juvie and at least Currency, man, because Currency gonna bring out the people car shows, all that stuff. Come on,
huge.
Man.
That's huge. You get Currency. Really, anybody from the Jet. You know what I'm saying? You could have anybody from Jet, like
salute to P too.
That's
you know what I'm saying? Pause.
Right. And shout out to you, Fab, for that statement. Yeah, I agree. But yeah,
plus
salute to Juvie,
plus with BG being out, that'd have been like perfect opportunity.
Oh yeah, good point, man.
But again, I don't think they wanted that delegation out there. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you, but it would have been huge for hip hop though, especially in New Orleans.
Would have.
How would that be though, real quick, if
Juvie
did like what Miss Lauryn Hill recently did and brought the Fugees out for food songs? What would that be like if Juvie did the same thing and brought out the Hot Boys for a couple few songs?
I think major. It'd be
major.
I agree.
But this thing, I don't think they want that kind of press though. And you know what I'm saying? They don't want it to be a reunion of rappers. We want it to be R&B songs and representing the future's female. Let's be clear.
I could definitely see that. Yeah, I could see that, man.
But this is the thing though. We did have a situation this week that was dope. We've been kind of waiting on it to kind of just give it its luster, its glam, its due. Is that Tupac situation, man? Finally getting a star. It's been almost 30 years. Yeah, 3 decades, man, of this dude. And let's be clear, a lot of cats at the time didn't like Pac because he was the first triple threat, in my opinion, in hip hop besides LL Cool J. You know what I'm saying? LL could act, he could rhyme, you know what I'm saying? All that stuff. This dude was a triple threat, man, as far as just hip hop was concerned, man, and he really brought that thug life to play too, man, on the screen. Let's be clear. He finally got his just due, man. We wanted to get Scandalous on. Scandalous was busy today. Scandalous is that guy when it comes to that. But let me play a little bit, man, just so y'all know what's going on, man, and understand what it is, man. Hold up. Boom.
My heart with honor to stand here today.
This is Tupac's sister, by the way.
Representing the Shakur family.
Hold up, man. Hold on. Scando's in the building.
Scando
Came
in the
through.
building.
What's going down, man? Hold up, man. Hey, this dude's like Jesus, man. He just came at the 11th hour.
In the building.
Oh, man. Scando's in here. He's crazy. What's going on, man?
When you said Tupac,
Hey, I was depressed. I was like, man, how you gonna talk about Tupac without Scandalous?
I feel like I
Scandalous
talked up Scandalous because I said Scandalous in the background in that picture.
Right, man. Hey, hold on. I did put a picture of Scandalous in there. Where? Yeah, hold on.
Camp saying, "Come on, guys, I got me here."
Facts. Hold up. I'll put Scandalous' little cousin right here, man. That's Scandalous' little cousin right here in the corner with that pocket shirt. You know,
right?
Yeah.
That's why I said, look at Scando in there.
Yeah. Hold up. Before you go in, Scandalous, man. Let me play this real quick just so everybody knows what's going on. Hold on, man. Fair use my knee. Hold up.
Tupac Shakur's sister, Sakiwa Set Shakur, got emotional during his Hollywood Walk of Fame ceremony. Before the rap legend got his star on June 7th, his sister was given a recognition and resolution on behalf of the city of Los Angeles. She then took to the podium to give a moving speech where she talked about how her big brother always knew he was bound for greatness.
As the proud sister of Tupac Shakur, the daughter of Matulu and Afeni Shakur, it fills my heart with honor to stand here today representing the Shakur family. Tupac knew deep down that he was always meant for something great. And as his little sister, I had the privilege to watch that greatness unfold.
So long story short, man, I don't want to get no copyright strike, but finally got the star, man. This is a huge situation, man. This is why we wanted to talk about it, man. Just stop the whole show, man, and talk about it. Yep. We had to get Scandalous on, man. Scandalous is connected. Everything Tupac, man, it goes through Scandalous. Nobody else. Let's be clear.
Absolutely.
Scandalous. What's your thoughts, man, on this situation, man? Because this is a huge deal. Let's be clear. There's not a lot of hip hop cats, man, on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Right.
For hip hop, it's a great thing because we're celebrating Hip Hop 50, and what better way to celebrate it with one of the greatest of all time that shaped the 90s and inspired a lot of rappers of today. And I feel like it's a great moment for hip hop to have an artist such as that achieve this, and it shows that other artists can also achieve that later on. But for me, it's a double-edged sword, and we'll get into that.
Okay.
If anyone else got any thoughts, I'll go after you guys.
Keep going, man. Keep going.
Keep going, Scandalous.
Indeed.
Yeah. You got the man. We shut down the whole joint so we can talk this talk.
You got it.
I love the idea of it. Like it's a great thing for Tupac. It's a great achievement. But then again, we see all these other rappers like Nipsey Hussle that only have one good album get it before Tupac. Like it's kind of crazy. And a lot of these to get this done, you got to pay like $50,000 to $100,000 just to get the star in the ground. So, and what's kind of crazy is they actually awarded this to Tupac in 2013, and that was 3 years before his mother passed. Why would they wait 10 years to actually get this done? Is beyond me. Well, and now his mother's gone. His mother's not here. Like his sister did a great job with the speech, but it should have been his mother there.
Facts. Right. Well, this is the thing though. I remember the last time we had you on Scandalous, you were talking about there's some music that they haven't released.
And that's another thing.
Do you think they're about to release the joint?
Well, I'll wait till after the song. There we go. Well, see, my problem with this as well is like, I don't know if it was a money issue why it took 10 years, because he should have been awarded this 10 years ago, right? So if the state could come up with $50,000 to $100,000, where's all that money going that his mother made after all those posthumous albums are Still Down, Still I Rise, Better Days, almost 100 million records sold. You tell me they can't come up with that amount of money to put a star in the ground for him? It's just beyond me. But seeing how we have this series come out, we had the star, I would hope that there's going to be new music coming out. And what better way to, recoup your funds, whoever paid for this, is put the music out so you can gain royalties on that.
Facts. Right. Now, you said, too, this was music before Death Row, correct?
On which one?
The music that they haven't released yet was pre-Death Row.
No, there's music from all eras for Tupac that's still unreleased. But what they talked about was a pre-Death Row. So that would have been like 90 to like 94.
Gotcha. Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Which
So
I don't even know why they
apocalypse
would not even put out the death
level.
row stuff since they just won all the rights to it, a couple years ago.
Exactly. Yeah, that's
J Camp BOP. What you guys thinking, man? Obviously we got the Tupac guru in here, but what's your just thoughts, man, on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, getting a star, finally having a sister in his family, and all the OGs out there representing Pac. What's your just reaction to it first?
I mean, first of all, it's big that it happened, and
facts.
Yeah, I mean, we've been waiting for it for a while,
right?
And I think that gets to my point, like what Scandalous is saying, and it does deserve a kufi because it's like, why now? Because like Scandalous said, I mean, R.I.P. Nipsey. Nipsey got one before Pac. DJ freaking Khaled got one before Pac. Like it don't pass the smell test. You know what I'm saying? And then for his mother not to be there to kind of honor that, it just seems like this was purposely done to me. And I'm not trying to take away from the moment, because that's not what I want to do, because we should celebrate Pac getting his star, because he definitely deserves it. But the fact that it's just now happening, it just don't make a whole lot of sense to me.
You know what I think? I think they used that Disney Hulu money for this. That's what I think.
You got, oh boy. God damn.
Right. That is straight.
Damn. Well, to me, man, like I was looking at it and said, okay, the timing, you know what I'm saying? It's coming out before the summer. It's about to hit before the fourth quarter. Maybe they have some music that they're going to try to release. Maybe they have some merch. I saw that. I want to say that was Sirius. Now they have a Tupac channel. It's been coming up on all my advertisement now, and they're trying to really push Tupac hard. Where do you think that's going, Scandalous? But before BOP go in, just on your reaction, but also maybe slide that in too, man. What you thinking on the other side of just us reacting to the celebration of him getting his star and the recognition?
For who was that again, bro? For me?
You.
Oh,
yes, for you.
Oh man. Let me just start by saying this, man. I totally agree with what you said, DJ Scando, and that it would have been nice to see his mom, alive to witness this moment take place. Nonetheless, it did happen. So I guess I don't know if I want to say better late than never, but it's well deserved nonetheless for Tupac, man. I mean, he's undoubtedly one of the Mount Rushmore hip hop artists of all time, given his either classic or notably highly notable 4 studio albums, six or so posthumous albums, and even more movies and or on-screen debuts that he's acted in than the LPs he's created by way of 12 TV shows and or films, combined. I mean, Tupac's impact spans really from generation to generation. Everybody knows who he is when they hear or see the legend in Pac, man, and not only just his presence, but his passion. That still lives on, and it's no doubt that the man is no myth whatsoever, but a legend in his respectful regard, and he definitely deserves this Hollywood Walk of Fame. As far as what you guys spoke on, I mean, it's just business for these corporate guys, man, in Hollywood. It's not like they really have a passion for Tupac or some genuine golden-hearted recognition. It's business, like DJ Scandalous said. He wouldn't be surprised if it was a Hulu situation. There's a motive when it's all said and done.
Yeah, they're making money off his name.
They're definitely making that money.
Because they had a director there present it as well. He's a guy that been beefing, talking shit on Pac for the last almost 30 years.
One of Hughes brothers.
Yeah, Alan Hughes.
Yep. Yeah.
So it seems like it's kind of intertwined. Is what I'm trying to say.
Right. And shout out to Tupac's sister for giving a marvelous speech. That was very heartfelt.
Salute, yeah.
We give a mega salute to his younger sister,
Absolutely.
Tupac's younger sister.
And also his brother Mopreme was there.
Yeah, I was gonna say that too. Scandalous.
Yeah.
Was there.
Yep. Yeah.
To me, man, does like the resurrection of Tupac almost again? I look at Tupac like a Michael Jordan figure, where a lot of kids wear his shoes, but they never understood the impact because you didn't live at the time. Mm-hmm. So, does the resurrection of Tupac and his music, his legacy, does that scare some artists? You know what I'm saying? To start lying on sales?
I think it always has.
Because I've been looking at this, who's doing the top streaming, but then how your album's going up if ain't nobody streaming? Ain't nobody buying the book.
Pac is still on.
Pac is still on the streaming joint. Let's be clear. So again, I know you have a connection with Tupac's estate.
Well, Iceberg, let me ask you this.
Okay,
where was Snoop Dogg? Where was Dr. Dre? Where was Eminem? Where was 50 Cent? Where was all these people that talk about Tupac, that rap about Tupac? Where were they?
Yeah. I thought about the same thing. I mean,
just asking the question. That's what DJ Scandal's doing. Just asking the question.
If y'all don't go and follow DJ Scandalous on all platforms, man, you're smoking that crack.
To not have Snoop there.
Now they were on a Hulu series because they got a nice check, but they didn't get a check for that.
Yeah.
Jay Camp, what's your thoughts on that though? Because again, like this wasn't like a Death Row nothing. This was more the homies from the block. This was real Tupac fans, man. That came out almost like a Kobe situation. You know what I'm saying? This was Tupac fans that came out. What's your thoughts, man, from what Scandalous is saying?
I kind of asked myself the same question, like, where is like Snoop in them at? You know what I'm saying? Like, where is Death Row? Because you would think like this would be a moment, especially with Death Row spinning back up. This would have been a perfect moment for Death Row to be face to face with the people, and they wasn't there. So I mean, you have to ask that question,
right?
Because this is arguably your best artist.
Now I know Danny Boy and Money B were there as well, but I did show them on video.
Yeah,
but to not have like the faces of that though. When I think of Death Row, I think of Dre, Snoop, and Pac. I mean, that's immediately what comes to mind.
Yep, and
to some extent, Daz and Corrupt too. But I think of Pac and you know, that infamous picture that we seen with Pac, Snoop, and was it Dre and Suge? Can't remember, but that picture is what I think of when I think of Death Row.
The one on the Vibe cover, you know what I mean?
The one on the Vibe cover. That's what I think of when I think of Death Row. And I felt that was a missed opportunity, man, for just so many people involved with that whole like Tupac rise.
And it'll be good promotion for Death Row Records, and Snoop is kind of relaunching it.
Well, maybe that's the problem, Scandalous and Bebo and Jay Camp. Maybe it's Dre saying, I don't want none of y'all to ever put me with him because he basically dissed me so hard. Cause remember, let's be clear, he was calling them and all that. You know what I'm saying? And I think, you know, Dre and Jimmy
heard that scandal.
We know remember he was going hard at Jimmy too, Iovine.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So again, like, you know, they drew a line, man, when Suge and Pac made their move. I remember when Snoop was like, man, I had to have a shank on the plane because I didn't know what was going to happen after the Nas situation. Now, we've even heard Nas basically say Snoop was lying about some stories with him in Pac. And that's why he had to clear it up on KD too. So again, the celebration basically almost opens up more wounds, man. You know what I'm saying? The other question we had to ask you, Scandal, while we got you up here. We had DJ Clark Kent say that Pac was the reason Biggie was killed. Cap?
Stop the cap.
Definitely.
Or is it?
Yeah.
Why do you feel that, man?
Because I feel like it's a mixture of the two. It's not just Tupac that, you know, created the whole situation. It's also how Diddy and Biggie also handled the situation as well. You know, when Tupac got shot, he felt like he was set up. He didn't directly say it was Biggie, but he just, you know, Biggie's all over his records saying he's king of New York. So Tupac even went on Vibe and said that, you know, if you're going to be talking, you're the king of New York, he's going to expect you to be the king of New York and tell him some answers, right? And plus they're homeboys. He put him on. He wanted Biggie to be a part of the Thug Life group, and Diddy said no. So that's one of the first problems they ever had. And then as well as, you know, well, apparently like I think Tupac's father said Biggie showed up to the hospital.
Yeah.
But
yep.
I don't know. That could just be hearsay, so I'm not really sure. It's allegedly, yeah.
Right.
So that was one of the things. Tupac didn't know that Biggie even showed up to the hospital, apparently. So that as well as Who Shot Ya, you know, dropping when it did, kind of, you know, made Tupac.
That was crazy too.
The optics was bad.
It was super really bad timing, and I wouldn't be surprised if Diddy was like, "Oh, this is the perfect time, you know, to capitalize off this hype of Tupac being shot in his case and everything else," you know. But you know, if it's your homeboy, you know, wouldn't you want to talk to him first before you drop a record like that?
Well, other than two, let's be clear, Puffy had a big issue with Pac too. You know what I'm saying? So that could have went into some of the reasons why they did what they did, as well as far as dropping the Who Shot Ya, putting the 6 shots at the end of the song too. Been also putting some of the diss records on. I think you were in the chat at the time on Wednesday, putting some of those songs that were dissing.
Tupac.
And let's be clear, there's a song out there where Biggie's actually dissing the dude. You know what I'm saying? And they didn't put it out.
And a lot of subliminals on, you know,
on the radio
before
he passed. So
and it goes back, you know, further into 96. Like a lot of people say, oh, well, Tupac caused this no matter what, you know, Biggie would have died. But like I said, if Biggie wouldn't have went to LA so soon, I don't know if he would have got shot, you know?
We said that same thing, Scandal. We said the same thing. Like, he went out to LA against a lot of people's wishes that told him clearly, do not.
And that's what I said in the
there.
chat. Like, why would you go there when you know most of LA is not going to buy your album because there's still that hostility there?
There's no
You're
point.
just promoting it for nothing.
There's no point. Yeah.
This is the thing too. Let me play this real quick just so y'all know what's going on. Hold up. If y'all didn't watch Wednesday, get your John Morant. You know, hold up. Let me play this.
You know what I'm saying? If he doesn't lie, we don't have an East Coast, West Coast beef. We don't have, like, he's there because he lied.
Give me the lie.
He said that Biggie set him up. You know Biggie didn't set you up. You know he didn't set you up. You know that he didn't know you was coming to the studio. You know that. Why would you say that? You know, you're 1,000% sure. Why would you say?
Fair use.
What's your final thoughts on that though, Scanlon?
Like I said, I don't think he directly said Biggie. It was Biggie, but like, you know, if I would get shot, I would, you know, I wouldn't know who was behind it. And I think that's why Tupac cut off a lot of ties. And then the Who Shot Ya added to that paranoia. And I think that's why, you know, we got all those diss records as well as, you know, and it goes back to Hit 'Em Up because Tupac made a Hit 'Em Up for All Eyes Me. It's a totally different version with different verses. And he never released it, right? And then, you know, that's when Faith Evans, because Tupac made the original version of Wonder Why They Call You Bitch. Oh, sorry.
Right, yeah, you go.
For the
That's
All
all
Eyes on
good.
Me album, she was doing the chorus, right?
Zion Williamson needs that.
she was originally on there until Diddy knew about it, right? So then when they were out there recording that, Tupac, you know, originally recorded the Hit 'Em Up version in '95 for All Eyes on Me, and she heard the sample, the Dennis Edwards Don't Look Any Further sample, so she went back to Biggie, told him about the sample, and that's when Biggie dropped the Get Money remix, and that transpired the whole damn thing. Yep.
DJ Scandal over here.
Scandal going in. Queen saying, we know Big was leaving P. Diddy and he knocked him off. Y'all going in tonight, man.
Facts.
So, Pyre saying,
his hands in it.
3. Pyre was saying, how many outlaws are they, Scandalous?
Left? I don't know. There's Edie and there's Noble, Castro, and Napoleon.
Okay.
And I guess you consider Storm an outlaw as well.
Yeah. Salute to Storm. Storm follows us, man. We trying to get on the show, man. Yeah, but she's just dope, man. Promote the album to Cali. Darren, hold up. Darren Harris said, I never believed Pac was responsible for Big getting killed, but I never bought the notion he had no business in LA. He had been in LA for months before March 97. Big was a targeted hit. Basically saying it had nothing to do with Pac. You know what I'm saying? Dan saying no random Pac fan killed Biggie. You know what I'm saying?
I completely agree with that too.
Again, like I said,
I think it's more just gang related instead of Pac fan.
Pac was going hard in the paint out there in LA. He was getting busy. But the other thing that's crazy, man, Pac was about to turn a 360 just like Big. You know what I'm saying? He was getting into politics. He was basically dropping a new album. He wanted to go to different neighborhoods, give lobsters and steak to the D-boys, man, and start basically. He understood the community aspect, man, and but he understood he was in the matrix at the same time. But again, the celebration almost brings up even more stuff that we talk about. And again, the number one source to me is DJ Scandalous. Let's be clear, nobody else on any platform is doing that. So if you love Pac, man, you go follow DJ Scandalous. What's your last thoughts on this, you guys, man, before I go? Because I need you on this next topic too, Scandalous. But what's you guys' last final thoughts just on this celebration of Tupac, man? Triple threat, the real triple threat, not somebody with fake dreads.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts, man?
You said not the Jimmy Butlers, you know, not them frosted tips.
Not the Mekhi Phifer and 8 Mile.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, man, we're going to put you on the radio.
Facts, the Mekhi Phifer. Yeah, I mean, again, I mean, Scandalous pretty much put a bow on this. I mean, I'll just say, just high level, it's about time. You know what I'm saying? It's about time he got this. It's more than deserved. But at the same time, I would have loved to see Death Row there, and I would have loved to see at least hip hop a little bit more represented than what we had at the, you know.
But it makes you scratch your head though why they weren't there.
His sister, Elisa Shakur, was able to speak on his behalf, and I think that was powerful for me, at least. You know what I'm saying? So, but we got to ask the questions that Scandalous asked. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those head scratchers. We're gonna have to Koofy on for that one for a minute, man. But
big cool.
BBOP, what's your final thoughts on it though?
I mean, everybody just spoke so well about the details surrounding not only the celebration of Tupac receiving the Hollywood Walk of Fame, but the fact that just asking certain questions, legitimate questions, deepens the rabbit hole. And I think respectfully so. So nonetheless, we definitely revere Tupac and his legacy that is ever so ongoing. We hold a lot of regard and respect for the man, no myth, and the legend. And we give a mega salute to not only Tupac as he continues to rest well, but his loved ones and those who really cherish his legacy, such as DJ Scandalous, ladies and gentlemen.
This thing, like nobody can still match his music. Let's be clear. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, this is like, he was our Jordan.
Living
like,
at least.
He was our Jordan, man. Like, for being kids, you know what I'm saying, 80s babies and growing up in the 90s, that dude was our Jordan when it came to music. You know what I'm saying? That's why it was so crushing when he was gone, because that was like seeing like one of them dudes, like who we thought was invincible. You know what I'm saying? Who survived other situations where he could have been gone before that. So we thought he was invincible. And then when he was gone, nobody wanted to believe that. I remember just going like days not wanting to believe the stories I was seeing on MTV and other news outlets that he was gone. Nobody wanted to believe Tupac was gone. Even years after that, people talking about how Tupac was living in Costa Rica somewhere on the beach. You know what I'm saying? Like they seen him there. Like we just didn't want to believe that dude was gone, man. That's how impactful he was. Not only to hip hop but to the world. Go ahead, people.
Well, Fab is saying he disagrees with Anna. He's saying DJ Scandalous is correct. It was gang related. Puff hired Crips as security when in LA. Suge affiliated with Pyru. Many previous fights before were gang related. So we understand the game. And to me, what J Cam's saying is 100% true. But this is why, to me, I gotta have Scandalous on this next topic because I think it's disrespectful. We gotta talk about this dude, Bebo P's little cousin, man. Tyga, man. Man, hold up, man. Let me just fart on this dude.
Stop it.
every single sound effect, man.
I
Rightfully so, though.
Not that level up though, too.
So this is the thing. Tyga, J Camp, and Bebo P's little cousin. He's basically doing a joint album with YG. They got a song called West Coast Weekend. And let me play it real quick before I ask y'all the question. Hold on, let me play this book.
Fair use.
Scandalous
always cheeks on the cover somewhere.
Got a little shorty, we creepin'. Throw something in my cup, but I still can't show no love.
You on the IG looking for a nigga who gon' show you love. I see you watching, know you want it. When shorty climb on top, throw that ass on me, show me how you get up on it.
Summertime, this shit don't melt, but I'm iced up. Once upon a time, she fucked plenty dudes. Like once upon a time, I was a henny dude. But now the tequila shots get me in the mood. So if you trying to hit the room, baby, give me two.
We got to stop these remakes, man.
Go in, J Camp.
We got to stop these, bro.
That just sounds just like a YouTube beat.
It sounds
right,
like
Tupac type beat.
Yeah,
get your ass out of here
with them weak ass claps.
That Dollar General Tupac beat.
We're trying to use the same cadence. As
this is my question though, man. Like, should and salute the Blxst. Blxst is my guy. Salute the Blxst. Should classic records and classic artists not be touched, man? Like a Jay-Z, Nas, Tupac, Biggie records, should they be remade? J Camp, Scando, Bebo P in the chat. I gotta know because this is straight garbage truck juice.
And I will say we did get the Sugar Hill Gang joint remade by Redman and Keith Murray.
Salute.
You know what I'm saying?
Death Squad, yeah, the first single
Death Squad,
like on the El Nino album, yeah.
Like we kind of embraced that, but it had elements of, you know what I'm saying, like what we wanted to hear. This though, to me, Nate Dogg rolling over in his grave. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what I wanted to hear was Nate Dogg when I heard it, and it just didn't do it for me. The bars was young. Like none of this in this joint, and there's no disrespect to like YG or Tyga. They picked the wrong joint. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what made it bad. Like,
and they're acting like Nate Dogg doesn't have a son that sounds just like him that they could have put on it.
Oh,
thank you, Scandals. Koofy, please.
Ooh,
Koofy, please. Exactly. That's why you cannot remake joints if you're not going to have the right pieces sonically to even reproduce it. Like this just wasn't.
Q said no.
This wasn't.
Salute Q, bro.
No.
Dan Harris saying J Kim asked for the fart. He showed the cheeks now. So much cheeks. Antoine's basically saying some songs shouldn't be touched, but the remakes and covers need to stop. And it starts, honestly, let's be clear, and disrespect. It starts with the female rappers.
Trying to disrespect them.
The female rappers have been taking stuff from the Nados from the 90s.
Yep.
And
they've been doing that.
Doing the same thing. Coy LeRae doing the same thing, man. Like, you know what I'm saying?
But the question, J Camp, Bebo P, especially Tupac, man, coming from Scando. Should Tupac records be touched?
No,
they should not.
Now look, here's the thing: even a lot of Tupac records, a lot of Biggie records, they all sample songs from the 70s and 80s, right? You have Juicy with Juicy Fruit. You have the All About You, which is a cameo track. You have Changes, which is Bruce Hornsby in the range, the way it is. You have, I think, Iceberg said "Broken Wings." You know that's Tupac's time track.
Broken Wings.
Nas, If I Ruled the World, Houdini, right? Now, see, I can understand. It's hard to grasp, like, back in the 90s, they didn't really have much to sample besides 70s tracks and some old school 80s tracks. Now, it's 2023. They have, like, almost 40 years of hip-hop songs to sample from. So I guess that's why we're seeing more of that being sampled. But when you're sampling, iconic songs such as Biggie and Tupac, it's going to be hard to compete against the original.
Man,
and that's why you're going to get a lot of criticism for that. Yeah,
that's the point, because those songs are still being played.
Mm-hmm.
You can turn on like XM radio, Sirius XM, and still hear Every little thing we do. I mean, you can still hear that.
See
you
the same voice. Yeah.
It's still being played.
Facts.
Like you cannot remake stuff that's still being played. That's like somebody remaking Poison. When we know BBD is still number one, they still touring. But number two is still being played in every single delegation club. It's still being played. But they would try to remake that. It's just you can't do it, man.
I think it goes back to what Bebo P said, though, man. These people who own the music and the publishing don't care. This is business, man. They don't care about the boo.
And
Real
like
quick, since you go ahead, Scandal.
It's like Polo G sampling, changes like 3 years ago. You don't hear it on radio at all anymore. Still hear Tupac's.
Facts.
It just hurts the artist, though. To me,
hey, hold on, man. Freddie G.
The other Tupac guy.
Salute,
man. Salute to Freddie G. The general.
Salute Freddie G. Everybody go follow his channel, man. Salute.
All day.
He's basically saying saying it started with Diddy though, with the samples and he's saying it started with Diddy.
Well, yeah, we all know.
Salute Freddie.
He didn't get that sample clearance. That's why he's paying his thing for the rest of his life.
Yeah, man.
Straight farts.
Right.
Salute Freddie G in the building.
You gotta leave them classics alone.
G, man.
You can't. It's still too fresh.
You know Cam flipped ambition. Nice though. I agree. West Side 91 was good. You in the building, of course, man. Antoine saying Scandalous took the words out of my mouth. I was just about to say this must have been how your parents felt in the 90s.
Oh, my pops definitely.
Yeah. Oh man, you know that mystical song ain't nothing but the Blue Notes, man. Come on, man.
Oh man. Anytime my pops had a hip hop
there.
song that was sampling somebody that he was like rocking with, he was going hard off that. You know what I'm saying? Especially when that Summer Breeze got sampled by the Ozzy brothers, man. My pops is like, no, man. Like, no, see, that's why you young brothers, y'all don't know what the hell y'all doing. Y'all don't know real music like we know it.
Did he call you a young whippersnapper?
Young whippersnapper?
Actually saying young ninjas is what he said.
No.
Pass me an 8-track. And back up from my 8-track player.
Now hand my puppy face out the van.
To me, man, there should be some sort of delegation, man, that some OGs that have to check this stuff before it comes out, man. But again, and no disrespect to the ladies, man. The ladies got skills. I think it's their producers that say, hey, let's take something old. Let's take Slob on my knob, like Horn on the cob, and then mix it and say, girlies in the club, chicken on the bub. Like, get out of here with the bull, man. You know what I'm saying?
That ain't going down, man.
I think some stuff is too recent, man.
We
at least
only
for
allow
us, man.
Gangsta Boo to remake Slob on my knob. She's the only person that was able to do it, and we accepted it.
Facts.
But it's kind of like what Bebo says. It goes back to the label because it's these executive is saying go and sample this song because it's going to be a hot song.
Yeah.
Right.
Pirate saying this ain't the first time Tyga used Pac in his music. God damn.
He's right.
This song he used the verse in the song with Jadakiss years ago with the rip off DJ Mustard sound.
That's true.
Shout out to Mustard though for losing weight though.
Salute to Mustard.
Right.
Just in general, yeah.
Bebo, I know you want to sample something for the coalition now, but man, what's your thoughts, man, on people using samples, man, like from Jay-Z, Nas, so those just be untouched.
You like how he slid it in there?
Right. I know, hey man, come on,
with
man.
his straight face too.
Yeah, man.
Straight face.
I got the demo, man. Nobody got, but I mean, and let's be clear. I'm asking Bebo this because Bebo P produces beats. Let's so y'all know what's going on. J Camp, Bebo P, man, they rhymers. Scandalous is up here. He's making tracks, man, so they can talk about these things, man. A lot of these platforms, man, they be capping a little bit, but these dudes can talk about these things. So Bebo, go in though.
I think that there's context to what you can and cannot, or should and should not sample or remake, rather. So something like a song like this, obviously, it stems from a highly recognizable song that Tupac did in All About You. So certain songs like that, certain songs like,
on the classic album,
the extremely classic songs should not be touched. Now, if you're gonna use the same sample that maybe is not as recognizable, or not as notable, then maybe I can understand that. But then there's the context too of what Jay Camp mentioned in the Rapper's Delight that the Death Squad did as their first single. That worked. It's probably the first time you heard it in somebody do a rendition of that in a long time. So it worked in that capacity. It wasn't overused. It wasn't
Facts Q.
already heard on the radio from the original. You know what I'm saying? And Darren Harris said if Suge was home, they would have been too scared to release it. That's true. That's true. That's true. But yeah, there's just context to what it is that you should and shouldn't
Darren,
touch.
man. Darren go hard.
And
he is going hard.
Yeah,
Darren go hard tonight, man. Pause.
Shout out to Antoine
Shout
for
out
the
Antoine
contribution
with
of
the $5
$4.99,
man. Show sponsor right now, man.
$4.99.
He's saying I think it started with that De La Soul BC Boys Paul's Boutique, man. Both had sampling on it from some of the best hip hop albums. I'm torn, really.
And that's why there's context that goes into that, because
thank you for
I don't mind the sampling. It's
Go
not
ahead,
the
JK.
sampling. I was just going to say it's not the sampling that I mind. It's just the rudimentary bars that just, if you're going to sample something like that, it can't be that mediocre. It just can't. I would almost respect it more if somebody would have just used the Nate Dogg hook. Like a Blxst would have just redid the Nate Dogg hook. I'd have been cool with that. You know what I'm saying? But the elementary bars and just the elementary hook, it didn't work.
Let me ask you guys this question then. And what if there was a completely different beat over the lyrics and the hook? Do you guys still think that this wouldn't work, or would you guys have a different opinion that would be better, that would give you guys a better outlook on this song?
I'll tell you, Bebo. We probably wouldn't be talking about it right now.
Exactly.
But that's the whole point, though. It's to me, it's lazy. You're swagger jacking the old record.
It is.
You're like J. Camp said, use the same cadences on your verses. So it's really like it's more than a sample. You're taking the whole vibe of the song. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Get out of here with the boo.
And that's why I was saying I would have rather them just did the whole Def Squad type thing, like what they did with the Sugar Hill Gang. Because that would have been more respectable than just putting the elementary bars over that production that we all know you're basically mimicking a Tupac classic.
Right.
And that's what made it bad. You know what I'm saying? Now, to your point, Bebo, if it was on a different beat, maybe. But like the rhymes to me just didn't
we
fit
wouldn't be
the
talking about
production
it
either.
Yeah.
Right.
We wouldn't be talking about it.
To Scandal's point, we wouldn't talk about it exactly.
What's your side note, J. Camp? You mentioned I think it was you that mentioned Poison. Busta Rhymes, didn't he just use that whole joint on his last LP? What's your thoughts about that, real quick? Just a quick side note, and you guys can answer too.
You know, the funny thing is that it was actually pretty dope the way he flipped it up, and Busta did Busta things on there. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it was great. I'm not listening to it today, but when I heard it the first time, I didn't skip it.
Right, it worked.
You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like a skippable track. It worked.
And that's where the context lies, ladies.
That's where the context lies. You know what I'm saying? Because it was like a party type track, but you could have played that right after Poison and people would still dance.
You could have blended it. Yeah, they could have blended it.
The DJ can cut that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And Scanlon's probably taught that too. Like a DJ, if he's at the party, he can like flip to that real quick. Maybe play 16 bars of that. And then go back to the original Poison.
Yeah.
That would have been a dope little mix. And maybe that's where Busta was going when he did that. It's like a party cut to be blended in with the original Poison.
But this thing,
when we were doing
stuff back in the day, though, man, like you wanted to have the different sample. You wanted something that nobody had. You know what I'm saying? So your stuff stood out. Now it's almost like let's take the whole vibe of a record, almost like Pyre saying, man, the Turk said on about French Montana and Doja Cat and Sweetie on that Drink Champs where they were basically talking about the bull. Then also like Freddie G saying Drake is the king of taking people's verses and using his own joint, but also Jay and Big.
Project Pat.
You going hard in the paint, Freddie G, talking about that Jay and Big.
You gotta get the Zaddy notes for that.
He took Project Pat's whole swag.
Facts.
Right.
Yeah,
and Project Pat was on the hook.
Drake been doing that, boo.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Scanlon's favorite artist in boo.
But like you said, Iceberg is lazy.
It is.
When
It
you're
is
doing
lazy.
that, that's lazy for an artist because he can just use somebody like Project Pat I'm gonna just go ahead and just rip his style. We can make a song and I can sell it to people down south. But that's what we were saying. That's what Drake been doing for a long time. That's what he's doing. He's a swagger jacking so he can sell records.
Power 7 Hundo Club said, Megan the winged horse he sampled restocked the diss Tory and Kelsey a few years back. She did, though.
That's
true. And Rick Ross remade You're Nobody Till Somebody Kills You with French Montana, I think.
He did.
Stop the cap.
Yep.
Stop the cap.
Man, come on. Ricky the policeman.
That Buffalo.
Fab D said if I saw 6ix9ine in the streets, I'll be playing that little running noise.
Right.
From the side, from the far side, I can't keep running
Right.
away. Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
Can't keep running away.
Plus, BBD was on the Buster record. Let's be clear. Darren Harris going 10 for 10 tonight.
BBD was on there.
Mama Bear said "Switch Up the Beat" could work. "Killing Me Softly" was originally a Roberta Flack song.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
The hallmark of a producer.
But Lauren,
and that's what producers
that,
do. Savage 21 sample Run DMC's years back then.
You can almost say Lauren owned it.
Yeah, she did.
21.
But again,
21.
I think there's a big difference between just sampling and just copying the whole damn track, though.
Yeah.
Right.
But I still can't show no love. I got hoes for every season. Shawty wanna play, she leaving. Don't try to say what's up when you see a nigga in the club.
Don't fart on it right now, though.
Gotta show
Just for
respect to
Darren.
the cheek. Is that what you said?
You had to show respect to the oily.
Oh man,
To the
straight
oily,
spready Gibbs, dog. Come on.
Right. To the
But
oily.
again, man, Scandalous has been in here with us, man. Salute Scandalous, man.
Salute to Scando,
Follow
man.
him on all the
Guilty,
platforms. We
as
had to
always.
get him in here, man, to talk with some Pac, man. Again,
We wish we
can
can get him on more than one time a month. We need to get him
man.
like every other week.
Now back to that track, like J Camp said, if they really wanted to honor that, Nate Dogg and Tupac, they could easily just throw Nate Dogg on there, and Tupac has an unreleased verse of that track.
That's what I would have done.
Uh-oh, hit that ding for that one, Ice Boy. There you go.
That's what I would have done. I mean,
I wouldn't be mad if they used the AI Nate Dogg. You know what I'm saying? And just pay the family. And just pay the family.
Didn't
You know what I'm
Wayne
saying?
have
There
that
already is
joint
an AI
featuring
Nate
DMX? After DMX was gone, Wayne had that joint featuring DMX, right? He had a DMX verse.
Yeah.
Why not just throw the Pac verse on there and just have a Nate? You could even have a new Nate Dogg hook that just fits on that joint.
I think I like the idea better of what DJ Scandalous said about even Nate Dogg's son.
Yep.
Something like
Absolutely.
That would have been passing the stuff down too. I like that.
Yeah,
but
Power 700.
It'd have been passing the torch and
money.
just like paying homage.
Right.
It's been paying homage to Nate Dogg properly. By having his kid on there.
Well,
Grown
like I
kid,
said,
but-
this is why you need to pay Scandalous to come in and A&R your book.
You got to do. They got to do what again? Iceberg for Scando.
Man, get that money, man. Get the
Give
money.
him the
right.
cheese. Give him the bread.
Any other thoughts, man? Before we move on, Scandalous, man, and move on to our next topic, man.
I heard that.
No, we said it all.
Again, man, follow Scandalous on all social media platforms.
That's right.
The dude's the illest, man. Again, appreciate you coming up, man, and just talking about some Pac, man, and just giving him the right respect, man. We didn't want to kind of just have a topic and get off, man. We wanted to kind of talk about it for a minute, man, because there's so many layers to go along with Pac, man, and the legacy, man.
That's why we got to get Scandalous on for more than just Pac.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I just hope something good comes out of this, because why else would he put in Tupac everywhere? It seems like Tupac's always relevant. It just seems like it's increased the last couple of years now. So there has to be something coming. Otherwise, it just seems for nothing.
Exactly. Something's on the horizon. Something's going on. So,
right, horizon.
Well, the horizon. Tomorrow Sunday. Sweat on the bill and the beard. Yeah.
Anyway, like I said, salute Scandalous, man. Appreciate you coming up, man.
Appreciate you so much, DJ Scandalous, for
man, all day.
just giving the
all
people
day.
the jewels that they needed
Facts.
to hear about the subjects that we covered.
The gems.
You haven't seen the last of DJ Scando.
No.
Hit that wicked laugh. Hit that wicked laugh for me, Ice
The
Boy. For
Romancing the Stone Gym.
that that one.
Why you put that one?
You gonna put the end of the road for Scandal?
Music
Oh
there.
man.
No, I did the wrong one.
Right.
There we go.
Iceberg fumbling on his DJing.
Right. Right.
Dog, you said, man, he said, niggas on his sampling, man. I'm over here messed up. And he says something about Suge, man. I'm over here shook, man.
Boy, you had a West Coast weekend going on over there.
Yeah, man. But like I said, man, salute Scandalous, man. We'll peep you out, man, later on, man.
DJ Scando.
Yes, sir.
Salute,
Yep.
fam.
Peace.
Hey, man, Scandalous in the building.
DJ
You know how it goes
Scandalous,
down.
folks.
And
We
you
got two
still have a
topics real
chance
quick,
to be
man.
in the building too.
Hold up, man. Somebody came on when Scandalous came in, and I didn't want to break up the vibe. But if you still got the link, man, come on,
Jump
come
in,
through.
man.
Jump in, man. Ask the panel a question, man, or whatnot, man. But you got to cam up, man. We ain't have no weirdos.
Yeah.
Man.
That was our fault, man, for not bringing you in. But
Yeah,
but
whoever
definitely
came
jump
in,
on.
salute. I don't think it was two cats. But hey, man, salute to Tyga, man. You know what I'm saying? We not knocking the hustle, man.
All
but
day.
again,
Just constructive
we like the
criticism.
original records that you do, man. The Pac joints.
Boom.
Come on, man. But we got to talk about another chick that we really, really like, man. Shay Noir. Crazy record, man. This is a really dope record, man. Her produced by
Dope
Jamar,
cover,
your
too.
cousin, Doc.
That J. Camp Johnson.
J. Camp Johnson, Doc. You know what I'm saying?
I claimed
Jamar-
that one.
Yeah,
Hey,
Jamar
hey,
Johnson on the production, man.
Congratulations to Shay Noir on the
Salute,
recent
man, on the
wedding that she
marriage,
had.
man.
On the wedding.
Salute,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, salute to her,
Many
man.
congratulations on that.
The
before we
new
go
bride. The new bride.
Yeah, definitely.
This is the thing, man. I love when any black woman is getting married to a black man. You gotta respect that.
There you go.
Especially in this industry. But Shay Noir, one of
One
our
with bars, too.
favorite
right, J. Camp.
female MCs. She drops a song called MF Doom Mass. Let me play this for y'all real quick. Fair use.
Sat in the pitch black room sad, but now we the ones that like to spit that boom bap with niggas that'll rob you in an MF Doom mask.
Did a beer face beat.
Experience was my art, words on the note. My 16s niggas gotta spit 30s just to come close. Yeah, I was young and worried about the most. They tell me love is blind, my vision blurry from the smoke.
Hey, man, Shay Noir going hard again. Buffalo, New York, representing, man. Represent that MF Doom, man. Salute, man. RIP, man, to
Classic
MF Doom.
type of
Classic.
beat, dude.
Yeah, boom bap joint heavy.
Classic Doom beat.
What's you guys' thoughts, man, on this? And then this is my question too, man. Not only the track, man, but is Shay Noir the best female MC out right now? If not, who? Chat. Let us know too, man. Who's your favorite female MC right now, man? What's your thoughts on the track too? But is Shay Noir the best rhymer out right now, representing the ladies? J Camp Bebo P in the chat.
I'll take the second question first. I'll say
Okay.
like her, Jean Grey, and Rhapsody definitely. I mean, to me, you splitting hairs when you talk about them three. I mean, you can put them three on that beat there, and you
go
can
hard
just
in
let
the
them
paint.
bar out.
Okay. All right.
And it'll be just stupid. But as far as like somebody who's like putting out like legit
facts
work right now, I mean, you got to say Shay right now until Rhapsody is able to put out her next project. But Shay is just from the joint that she's got with Ghost, from the joint right before that. I mean, she's hitting the bullseye.
Antoine said Jean Grey still making music?
Jean Grey still making music, Antoine. She's still making music.
Yeah.
She's still putting
RIP,
out.
man. RIP.
She had an album out like 2 years ago with was it Duale? It was a cat that she put an album out with, but they had a dope album like 2 years ago. But Jean Grey's still doing her thing. Scarlett is dope too. I forgot to mention Scarlett. You can throw Scarlett in there too. But I definitely think right now I gotta give the crown to Shay. I mean, from what we've heard from her recently, like I said, until I hear rap and Scarlett drop more than just freestyles, I need to hear like projects to where
Hooks,
I can be like,
albums, put together projects of music.
Jean ain't dropped one in like 2 years. If Jean come back out again, she might retake that.
Let's be clear, Shay Noir writes her own bars too. Let's not do all the ghost writing and all that stuff, man. You just going there and performing, man, with a sprite in your hand, man, from Bebo P.
And we got to call a spade a spade. Like she got projects out, like in 2023, multiple projects out. 2023, like she's releasing ish, and she's producing. She's producing for boys too. So you talk about Pac with that Walk of Fame. Yeah. Like in hip hop right now, Shay Noir got the star for the Walk of Fame in hip hop for producing and for rhyming. She's doing her thing, Bebo P.
She is doing her thing, man, and I got to give it to her in terms of that accolade that Iceberg's asking about. Power 700 said Amani Caesar for number 3. He guessed. I wouldn't be mad at that.
I see her cheeks.
I ain't mad at that.
I definitely wouldn't be mad at that.
I ain't mad at that either.
Yeah, but I got to give Shay Noir the number 1 for the last few years, to say the least. I mean, her consistency is just it's unmatched in terms of hip hop artists that happen to be female behind that microphone, and just
Amani Caesar
greatness. Shay Noir.
No, I'm talking about, did Amani Caesar get up there?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know exactly where, but she's up there. She's up there. Yeah, definitely.
She's up there.
Top 5 or top 10? 5 or 10?
She's probably my top 5, but I wouldn't put her above Shay.
I definitely wouldn't put her above Shay either.
No,
I mean,
above Shay right
again,
now.
her Shay's skill and her consistency, it's just unmatched compared to
it's
most
unmatched
everybody
right
else.
now.
Pretty much everybody else right now.
Yeah,
every
it's unmatched
female
right
out
now.
here. You know, so
And I mean, and she's busting dudes too. So let's be clear with that. Not even just females.
She is. I mean, but on this joint, Shay Noir, I mean, bars, Jamar Johnson as the feature on this MF Doom mask. Yeah, J Camp's Cuzzo, bars.
Yeah. Would have loved to hear Rashida.
Yeah.
Biggest person.
Rashida
had no idea.
Right. But you know, we haven't heard Rod Digger or Jean Grey in a minute. And speaking of Love the Genius, we got to cover her project that she has with DJ Green Lantern that she just cut. So salute to Love the Genius for her recent release on that joint. Fab D said at Power 700, like J Camp said, he needs a larger sample size with Scarlett. He too's been checking out videos on YouTube, but he needs more music before placing her somewhere rank wise. She is, she does her thing, man. She rocks. She rocks it, man.
Salute Fab D.
Yeah, salute to Fab D, man, and salute to Shay Noir for coming out with another joint after dropping the joint, the EP that she dropped with Big Ghost, man. She's working consistently, not only in music but she's been working behind the scenes as well. I guess,
and get married too.
Yeah, exactly.
Salute.
That takes a lot of work, and that can't be taken for granted. So we definitely got to get
Dirty Harriet was
cold. That Dirty Harriet was a problem.
Oh yeah, that first Rod Digger
album. Bebo P knows we jammed the hell out of that Dirty Harriet.
Oh yeah,
curtains.
Harriet Thugman.
God. Right, Harriet Thugman.
Come on, man. Again, salute to Shay Noir and congratulations on the wedding.
Many congratulations.
Man.
Salute.
Black love, man, all day.
Had no idea.
Man. And she's still icy too, let's be clear.
Oh yeah. She's still getting down.
Rod's still doing her thing.
By the way, speaking of MF Doom,
though.
Peace to Doom too.
Yeah, because I just seen a picture. Who was it? The Weeknd rocking MF Doom mask.
Yeah, he had a Doom on there.
Yeah, that's kind of coincidental that we saw a picture of that recently, and then the joint that Shay dropped was called MF Doom mask. So that's it's coincidental, but that's dope. And indeed, Power 700 Club. Yeah, congrats to Shay Noir and her spouse for their recent union that they celebrated.
Hey man, this is the
thing. Salute to her for celebrating Doom too.
Yeah,
keeping Doom's legacy.
Yeah,
moving.
That's right.
Yeah. Hey man, but speaking of coming together, man, pause. We got to talk about our guy, man. Statik, Selektah, man. This dude, I'm gonna go out there, man, and put, man, this is a top 10 album of the year. In my opinion,
right on point with that, bro.
To me, this dude is heavy in the game. Representing, man. This is the thing, man. Wu-Tang, AZ, Being the Butcher, Conway, Abs, Soul, Bun B, Joey Badass, MOP, Core Mega, man. Terminology, right. Bodie James, Red Veil, Russ. G-Eazy.
That part wasn't
and Elzai.
Elzai, yeah.
The Elzai and the Bodie joints, one of my favorite cuts on.
And hold on, and Ransom. So this is my favorite song, man. There's a joint.
All bangers, bro.
Real quick, I just want to play it, man. Called Historic. Ransom went in, man. Like, hold on, let me play this real quick, man. And AZ went crazy. To me, AZ, this might be the verse of the year, in my opinion.
These fake niggas get forced on the genre, but it's really not much to judge if niggas budge when it's talks of your honor.
Fair use.
Salute the Mass Appeal, too.
Let imposters play you. Peekaboo style, gotta keep it new now. Old school, reppin' for those who blew trial. Too wild, had to skirt it, that'll get murdered. Either or, at war with the law, slap with the verdict.
There's so many great verses on this album, bro.
Woo.
Like,
go in.
Cook, J Camp.
Oh man, Statik Selektah got one. And peace to the MCs.
Toast to Statik and the MCs that rocked it on this project.
Man, toast to Statik, man.
Hey, he's like the real DJ Khaled that makes her own beats and got swag. That DJ Khaled, man, toast, this is spilt milk, man. Statik Selektah is a real one.
Toast to the production. And salute to him for picking the MCs, man. It's like the perfect MCs for like each of these beats.
Yeah. And like you said, salute the Mass Appeal too, man. Like you said,
They
moving it heavy right now. Heavy bricks right now.
They are.
I mean, as I was like going through this joint, and I was like, you know what I'm saying, like texting y'all earlier, I was like, man, the Benny and Terminology joint was heavy. That Deck, Ghost, and Ray joint was a problem.
Unpredictable.
I mean, the Bodie and Elzai representing Detroit on there. I mean, Red Veil. I mean,
I'm hoping he did.
I was just proud because a lot of the people that we had for Bars of the Week was on that album. It's almost like Statik was like, look, man, I'm going to take all your Bars of the Week people. I'm going to put them on this round trip joint and let them just bar out, man. Especially like seeing Red Veil on there, man, just kind of really made me proud, man, that, you know what I'm saying, we've saluted all these cats that was on that album, man, and all them dudes killed it. Like that, it really wasn't a bad verse on that whole album.
Right.
It really wasn't. I mean, this might be one of the best projects of 2023 as far as like collab type projects where you just got a bunch of artists on one album. This should have been like one of the hip hop 50 type joints to me. Having so many like 90s cats to 2000s, and then a good mix of it too, where you had AZ and you had Ransom on the joint.
Yeah,
you know.
I mean, it's just a dope project, man. Well said, J Camp. The matchups that you have not seen for the most part happened on this compilation. And before I even go any further, now I think about it, definitely check out Fresh Out's March 8th episode where we cover the first single that pretty much or nearly half of the Wu-Tang Clan laced for Statik Selektah's project here, Round Trip, for the joint called Unpredictable. We cover that in detail, so definitely check that out. The opening tribute song that Pos did for, you know, his late legendary homie True Goy was just something that was very, very nice and real, a real solid joint to open up the compilation album. Like you just played Iceberg, that historic joint.
God was on there too.
Stove, 3-letter G word. and with Nina Sky on the R&B hook tip on hook wise, you know what I'm saying, with the on and on swag. Great mention there, J Camp. I mean, there's just so many tracks. It was dope to see a reunion of Cormega and MOP. Yes, because the last time we saw or heard them together was for that album that Cormega had, A Beautiful Mind, for the joint Let It Go.
Nims.
Yeah, Nims killed it. What was that? The new Fat Joe or something like that?
Yeah, the new Joe.
The new Joe. Right. And even that last track, Full Circle, it was kind of like a modern day symphony without it taking any elements from that Marley Marl joint, you know what I'm saying, with that posse cut. Because it was dope to see, or rather hear, Statik Selektah and everybody on that track repping it, almost like hey, this is what's to come on this new label that we got going on here. I mean, gosh, man, there's so many tracks that Cats just repped on together and solo wise, man. A Life and Time by Joey Badass, the 3-letter G word Fahim on one for Ages, and that Green Bean Casserole. What y'all think? What did y'all
rip that?
Fahim did rip that. Yeah. What did y'all think about y'all boy Green Bean Casserole Logic for that In the Pocket?
I thought Logic actually came with it though.
I thought it was solid. I thought it was solid too.
He really did. Like that's a salute to Statik for just bringing that out in him.
Yeah.
And to Fab, to your question, Statik is up there, man. I mean, when you look at his body of work the past 2 years, whether it's the Trill Statik, it's, you know, his other projects, even the one with Nimlo.
Yep.
And to this, you got to say he's top 10 producer.
Yep.
You got to.
He definitely is. Yeah. Definitely.
He's been too consistent. Even like his work with like Bronson,
Paul Wall, and Terminology.
Paul Wall, baby.
Yep. The joint with Bun B that dropped in December.
Let's be clear, a lot of stuff he's been dropping with Larry June too, man, and just random production. He got his hands all over the industry, man. Every project, man, got like a Selektah beat on it.
That's probably the only person that I noticed was missing.
Said that's the cat that he looked up to coming up in the game.
He probably couldn't get a June verse because June was already in the bag with Allen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, with Alchemist.
Pyre saying Statik is another that's been consistent over the last few years besides Hit Boy and Alchemist.
Yes.
Produced with Paul Wall, Terminology, CJ Fly, Joey,
Fly,
that one Biggie joint and more. Facts,
right,
man.
right.
That's why you come over here, man.
Took the words right out of our mouths, man.
Yep. Nimlo, which he's probably the only person I can think of that wasn't on this project too.
Was Nimlo,
right? Nimlo, in addition to Larry June, but yeah, it makes sense.
Right.
Why? It's the Y for both.
Let's be clear.
Planet Asia wasn't on here too.
Oh, that's
true.
That one. Yeah,
but this is the thing too. Simba held it down too.
Simba did his thing.
Simba went in.
Yeah.
So this is if you really want to hear some hip hop in the house or in the whip, put this whole record on, man. It's beautiful, classic hip hop, and it's got that classy, soul sample-y, but still with the drum swag. Really nice. The bars are heavy, and to me, you get everything that you want, man, is in this joint, man. Whether you're going from Conway all over to Green Bean Casserole Logic, man. To me, you got your whole flavor. You know what I'm saying? This is Thanksgiving early, man, in my opinion. You know
Indeed. Definitely check out that Statik Selektah album Round Trip, ladies and gentlemen. It is dope. It's definitely one for the year.
Pyre saying, don't forget that album in 2020 during the pandemic, a live stream doing an album with Bun B, Method Man, and so many cats.
Right. Yeah. I want to say that was the was that the one with the black and purple? It was the part one. It was the part one to that. Gosh, why did I just forget the name? It was the album with Bun that he did with Bun B.
Power, tell us.
Yeah, you know he will. But I do remember that Method Man was on the one that I think he's talking about because it had the Texas and the
Texas and New Jersey on it.
Mm-hmm. It wasn't like
no, it was I thought it was like Massachusetts. Yeah,
Texas and Massachusetts.
Texas and Massachusetts. Yeah, combined together, but
East
it was
Coast.
Like black and purple. So I think I know what you. If that's what you're talking about, Power 700, then yeah, that was a dope joint with Meth and the others on there. But yeah, again, definitely check out this Statik Selektah Round Trip compilation. It's It's dope, and it's not going to disappoint you if you're a fan of hip hop, which we know you are because you're here rocking with Fresh Out, the world's most dangerous podcast. Hit that like and subscribe if you haven't.
Man, this is the thing, man.
Appreciate y'all.
We gave y'all a two-piece tonight, man. So Scandalous is in the building, so we had to give you a half an hour Scandalous. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
J Camp, Bebo P together, man, for another Saturday, man. What's you guys' thoughts before we get up out of here, man? Let the people know what's goody.
Man, definitely check out the Shay Noir and Statik Selektah. Appreciate everybody's contributions to the Zion joint, which is crazy. Tupac getting that Walk of Fame star, to Juvie being added back to the Essence Festival lineup. Well, I should say being added to. He was never added back. He was just added. So great topics tonight. Appreciate everybody's love and support on the topics as well, man. Like I said, everybody went in. Again, we're going to be rocking that again on Wednesday.
That's right.
Same bat time, same bat channel as you on right now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Fresh Out, world's most dangerous. We will be rocking out. Bebo P.
Yes, sir.
And hold up, man.
Shout out to
Fab D came in with show co-sponsor, man. Come on. Salute, man.
That question wears me out.
Why everybody is J Camp color? Ain't nobody iceberg cut. Nah, man. I ain't related to nobody.
You see the
I ain't related to nobody, man.
You're right,
this thing.
Only Seal. He's only related to Seal.
Baby.
Oh gosh, the Aubrey.
Baby. Hey, this thing, man. I learned from another delegation, man. If you got cousins, that means they're gonna come to you for money.
Nah,
so
he does
no
have a
cousins.
He does have a girlfriend and SpongeBob Glorilla as iceberg.
Hey man, I'm gonna have to ask him for a check, Doc. You know what I'm saying?
Man, but no.
Hey man, but salute to Fab D, man. We love you, man. You know what I'm saying? All day. And again, we need a track, man. Give us a beat, cut.
We need an intro.
But salute, man. We appreciate that love, Fab D, man. Co-sponsor the show tonight, man. Bebo P, man, take us home, man.
We appreciate y'all so much for rocking with Fresh Out, the world's most dangerous podcast, Rap City, no basement. Appreciate you, brothers, J Camp, Iceberg. We appreciate you guys out there as well, because there is no Fresh Out without you guys, and we make it a point to never forget that.
Either or, Fab.
Yeah, Fab D said new school.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, either or. We'll take.
You know the flavor, man. Yeah,
you already know the flavor. It's all good, man. It's all good. Rock with us this coming Wednesday, 9:30 Eastern Standard Time, where we're gonna give y'all more dope commentary. And yeah, definitely be safe out there. Y'all did a great job, as you guys always do, as well as you brothers. If y'all noticed the little new your digs over here, your digs on the runny kind right there. Yeah. That's a dope situation. Shout out to Iceberg for that.
Fab said he'll be working, man. Then you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, for sure. Peace to you, Fab D. Peace to y'all out there, and Iceberg, take us home, brother. And that's play
again, man. J Camp, Bebo P, man. Always, man. Coming through. Pause. Salute Scandalous coming on the show, man. I thought he wasn't gonna come on, man. He came through heavy, man, tonight. So again, man,
that right antenna went up when
J Camp caught him with the bat signal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Yes, he went in. But again, also too, we finally got the merch started up on the YouTube channel, man. You can see it up under all the videos, not the live streams. You can see it under the videos and shorts, man. Go cop a shirt, man. We got ours coming too. We've been trying to get everything together, but again, go check that out, man. Every week, man, we trying to give you some more updates, some more swag, some more merch, some more stuff. I mean, the numbers are going up. We about to hit 3,000, so we appreciate that. But again, also too, it's the weekend. Spend some time with the family. Them kids needs us, man. Zion Williamson needs to repeat what J Camp and Bebo P said tonight, so that way he quit tricking that red.
I got money.
Nobody wants to be a trick. But again, we'll see you guys Wednesday, 9:30.
I gotta be like Dave Chappelle after talking about that Zion situation.
No money.
I gotta keep that weird.
Wednesday, 9:30. We back in here, man. Peace, Fresh Out. J Camp, Bebo P. You know how it goes.
Peace.
I'd like to take this chance to apologize to absolutely nobody.
Let's go. World's Most Dangerous Podcast. Bebo P's in the building. What's good?
was going bar for bar with it.
Shouts out to the fans, man.
Let's get it. That's good.
Hondo up in this